It's the NFL Divisional round. The Lions enter as the number one seed and welcome in the Washington Commanders. One team has fallen in the early slate. The Houston Texans season is done, and for one of these teams, they are going to suffer the same fate in 4 hours' time. This is the Roar the Lions UK podcast, live reaction and play-by-play show. I'm Matthew Turner. He's Ashley Soden, and Ash, it's a 10-point spread. Maybe we shouldn't be feeling nervous too much, but I can't help it, man. How are you doing?
I'm the same. Obviously, I'll hold my hands up. I obviously predicted that the Texans would beat the Chiefs, and that's not come to fruition. But I don't know. While I feel nervous about this game, it's more about the style of play in a way than the result. I still feel fairly confident we'll win. It's just it might be a bit more of a dogfight than I predicted, obviously, on our preview show, which happens. If that either way, the history books won't record the style of play. You don't get extra points for fancy touchdowns and stuff. You get points for winning, and that's the main thing. And I still got faith we can do that. So
it's just one of those things. You have a look at that game, the Texans and the Chiefs, and potentially the Texans, I think, had the better of the game. The defense did some really good stuff. The Texans had on offense 10.5-minute drives to start the second half, and their defense made some really key stops. But at the end of the day, offensive line play from Houston really sucked. Stroud took a couple of sacks. Maybe the Chiefs got a couple of fortunate calls, and they got playoff Kelsey, and suddenly the Houston Texans are on their way back home, tail between their legs, wanting to do it again next week. But for the Lions, it's an opportunity to put a marker down in the NFC side of things. There's no clear team, I don't think, especially after the wild card, that are putting their head above the precipice saying, we want this, and we want this badly. Maybe the Rams can say that they really want this, and maybe the Commanders too, with obviously their upset win. And then, of course, we are facing the Commanders right now, so that's going to be fun. We're going to get to the inactives in just a second, but first a couple of shout-outs to everyone in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. Do keep the chats coming in the live area, because you are feeding as much of this as we are, so thank you for that. Many thanks to Irish Impaler on YouTube for a subscription, and then many thanks to the largest patron that we have in Jeff Hurley with the $10 super sticker. He also says, thanks for staying up extremely late for us brackets, not that you have it any other way. Go Lions. It's still strange to me that we're in the playoffs, not for anything that we've done over the last few years, but just it's still unfamiliar territory for me, Ash. I hope I never get used to this feeling. Not in a way that it's not that we repeat it over and over again, it's more that I don't take it for granted.
Yeah, exactly. We don't want to turn into the Chiefs, for instance, where it's like 6-7 straight AFC Championship appearances now. The Patriots look back at how their fans have turned now. They're so used to success. As soon as they taste anything less than that, they're revolting and turning on everyone. We should get used to being in this kind of position, but at the same time, you don't take it for granted, because as the Texans showed, it sometimes you can be a good team and just it not go your way. Like, look at the Bucks last week. I think pretty much everyone would have predicted that the Bucks would beat the Commanders. They just didn't play their A game, and now suddenly they're sat on the beach watching the game rather than playing it with themselves.
Joshua Mercer says, I really wish the Lions would get some calls like that as the number one seed. As wishful thinking. Patrick Scott says, hi guys, greetings from Hudsonville, Michigan. Go Lions. SW Lions says, Chief have maximum confidence in the postseason. They really do. Hey to Lisa Di Lorenzo as well. To Wizard of War, PK Jr., Rich Baldwin, KC for the nice shout out. TJ, and then earlier on Mile Marco, who's going to his own party, and then Frank the Tank and Attila Hardy, and then Shanked 7L as well on Twitch too. Thank you all for being here. If you want to shout out, come say hello. Irish Impaler says, been a fan since Matt Millen. Ugh, this is still scary, lol, but I'm hearing from a friend in D-Town for the game that atmosphere around town is insanity. We were actually sent a video on our WhatsApp group by our own Ryan Farden, who's in the stadium at the moment, and it is bubbling right now, which is just really, really exciting. We're about 10 minutes away from kickoff, so why don't we get into the inactives, and we're going to start with the Lions as we always do. And the really interesting part is that first one, so I'm going to leave it till last. The rest of the people not a go today. The backup offensive linemen in Manu and Sorsdal, as they have been almost all season. Kevin Zeitler, of course, was ruled out earlier in the week. We knew that, so Christian Mahogany is going to get the start at either guard spot. Don't really know whether they're going to shift Graham to right and have him at left, or whether they're going to have Mahogany at right. Obviously, Glasgow played right last season, and I think Mahogany has his sole start in place of Glasgow at left guard, so...
But Mahogany was has been seen as a right guard mostly by draft nicks because of the whole one leg being shorter. So it's a conundrum. I'll dig around while you carry on. I'll dig around with Eric and see if he's got the answer for us, because he usually,
I am anticipating they'll just plug and play him at right guard because they won't want to move Glasgow, even if it might be his better spot. It's just where he is this season. But anyway, on the defensive side of the ball, Pat O'Connell was ruled out again earlier on this week, so we knew that already. Broderick Martin still is not a go, and then Mitchell Agude, the outside linebacker, was signed to the main roster in the spate of people going on to IR. At the end of the regular season, he's not a go this week either. But the big one that we need to talk about is Hendon Hooker is the emergency third quarterback in case of injury, which means, Ash, that Teddy Bridgewater is the backup going to the playoffs. And I mean, in some ways, there's no real point in signing Teddy if he's not going to feature. It did seem like it was going this way, and yet, in some ways, I'm kind of disappointed, especially for Hendon.
Yeah, it's tough for him to sort of be not pushed aside, but sort of overtaken by Teddy so soon after. Obviously, Teddy basically took pretty much the whole season out. But I guess in this kind of situation where it is high leverage, the team have decided to almost protect him in a way by saying, okay, yeah, if something happens, you're not going to be the first guy up. You're going to still take in the atmosphere, learn all you can, but we don't want to throw you into the lion's den kind of thing, quite literally in a way, I guess, if things go tits up. He has that extra layer of protection between him and having his confidence ruined, especially since, if the rumours are true and, in a couple of months' time, he'll be wearing, instead of Honolulu blue and silver, he'll be wearing black and silver. Kind of protects him in a way, make sure that, he doesn't have that the confident shot of him that obviously we've seen with QBs recently, kind of like him in a way with Richardson and that, where perhaps they were put in a bit too soon, the lights were a bit too bright for them, and it just ruins their career. We don't want that for Hendon. So having Teddy, a veteran guy there who the team trusts, can execute the game plan, just maybe helps Hendon's overall development as a QB, that maybe chucking him in a playoff game with high leverage situation might not help.
Moving on to the Washington Commanders. For some reason, their image is significantly smaller on the screen, so apologies for that. But on offense, their emergency third quarterback is former Lion Jeff Driscoll. Otherwise, on offense, guard Chris Poole, running back Chris Rodriguez, and wide receiver former Viking KJ Osborne, who's eviscerated the Lions on a few occasions in the Vikings uniform. I am not going to miss him being out of this game. And then on defense, defensive end Andre Jones Jr., linebacker Dominique Hampton, and cornerback Michael Davis. Ash, honestly, all of those expected, nothing to write home about. A lot of teams, I think, would actually quite enjoy a KJ Osborne on their team. He was always active for the Vikings in the last 3-4 years or so and was pretty productive. The fact that he can't get onto this Commanders team, when we heard from our preview guys only a couple of days ago that they're not particularly deep at wide receiver, I mean, it's a surprise to me that he hasn't really broken through, but otherwise for the rest of the guys, it's as expected.
Yeah, pretty much. Obviously it kind of sucks for KJ because he's been there, done that with us. We've had games where he's burned us for 100, 120 yards, that kind of thing, back when he was wearing the stinky purple colours. But I guess they have trust in their top 4 or 5 guys in front of him, and they just see with the game plan they have that they need to talent elsewhere. Maybe like McCaffrey might have some stuff to do with more on special teams. Obviously, he's got his kick returner, so he's going to be active. So it's between Osborne and Crowder, and I guess they've gone for the route running and of Crowder over Osborne's sort of more like athletic build, which kind of makes sense, I guess, with the way that our secondary is. Like, we're hard hitting. Maybe you want that route runner who can get an extra yard of separation that way rather than someone who tries to out physical them because, you're playing Detroit. There's no way you're out physicaling Gus. Everyone else, yes, to be expected. Like Chris Rodriguez, obviously very good running back out of Kentucky, but they've got guys in front of him. Jeff Driscoll for QB. Well, everyone's doing that now. You probably saw as soon as the playoffs started, all the teams in suddenly signed random QBs just to be their third guy, so it makes sense. But everyone else are like backup guys. Michael Davis is probably the biggest miss on defense for them out of the three inactives because he's a veteran guy, but obviously with Lattimore and Kevin Seymour, Benjamin St. Juste, who is their version of Vildor. Like, you think we had it bad with Vildor, look at some of the stat lines St. Juste gave up early this season before they got Lattimore in. And then obviously Mike Sanstill, who fans will know very well, including our obviously Eric Schlitt. Davis doesn't need to go. So yeah, by the by, both teams have kind of got their expected inactives. Now it's just time to see whose sort of game day roster can come out on top.
Yeah, guys in the chat, we're about 4 minutes away from the kickoff, although DAZN has not gone live yet, which is slightly worrying me, but never mind. What are your score predictions for this game, chat? I want to know what your expectations are. Is anyone thinking that there could be a really close game in there, that there could be a Commanders upset, or maybe not upset, but a Commanders running us close? Because I do think, even though my wagers would say otherwise, I'm just hopefully trying to enjoy myself with that. But realistically, Ash's Commanders team, while it may match up badly in some ways against us, the biggest aspects might be Jaden Daniels and the fact that he can be one of the most effective runners from that position in the NFL. And you know what? We just don't... I don't care that everyone does badly against it. We're worse than most at it, defending that sort of player. And if he starts lighting everything on fire, we could be in for a very long day.
Yeah, 100%. Like, unfortunately, in a way, one of our big matchups this today is Josh Pascal versus their sort of right tackle in Andrew Wiley, the veteran guy out of KC, because you've seen, well, considering the handiness of Daniels, but also what we've seen with Josh Allen, Anthony Richardson, Kyler Murray, when they bail, they like to bail towards their right-hand side, which is towards Pascal. And considering his performance against the Bills, we need something better than that, especially since this is, to be frank, a contract year, in inverted commas, for him. No, it technically isn't, because he's still got one more year, but if he doesn't impress today and then any future games, based on the track record he's had so far in his career, you could be looking at a backup role from here and out. So he is legit playing for his starting role right now. And hopefully, I hope he balls out, because I do really like Josh, what he's gone through, what he does for this team. But we need to see it now. This is the sort of crunch time, and that's one of the big ones I'm going to be at least watching, which you guys would have known if I, had internet. So I apologize again that you didn't get my usual, this is what you need to look for on the offensive line. Here's a random receiver cornerback matchup preview that you usually get these days. Blame Virgin Media.
Bastards. Oh, Virgin Media, you absolute bastards. What else do we have here? Mark B says, how we feeling? Mike the Marine says 37-19. 19 is a difficult number to get to as well. It's ballsy. I like it. Rich says 38-24 Lions. Lots of people saying good luck number 5. I mean, I don't think he's going to need it, but we'll see. Irish Impaler says Jaden, in possibly his loudest game yet and most important game of his career so far, could play into his play. I think he's been around the block long enough, not in the NFL, but just in his college career, to have been in big and loud games before. Maybe not anything like this before, but the Lions fans have just got to be as loud as possible and hope that he spooks himself. And maybe not because of the sound, but because of the gravity of the game, and that the loudness of the noise just kind of makes it hard to think more than anything else. But there we go. Majors, what up, Doe? Says 31-14 Lions, and says, what up, Doe crew? Yeah, this is the ball game right now. Is Jaden Daniels for me, because unless Goff has an absolute meltdown, and I don't think that'll happen, then we can rely on that. We can rely on the Lions' run game. We can rely on, the Lions' run defense up front in terms of against running backs, but against the quarterback and the quarterback throwing the ball in the secondary, what happens? Terrion and Amik on the outside. It's going to be a really key thing. And just to say in advance, my celebrations or lack thereof are going to be muted because, of course, it's 1 in the morning here, and I still don't want to get any noise complaints, especially with the game on Sunday next week if we get there, being maybe not at a late time because I think it's an 8 p.m. kick for us.
8 p.m. Yeah. 8 p.m. Yeah.
So it's not so bad, but I still want to maintain the goodwill. I've already been asked by next door. So when does this finish? Which is not a good sign. Carlton Wood says 37-31 Lions. I'm going to read out the bet I have for you because it's a ridiculous bet and I don't really know why I've made it, but here we go. Amon-Ra, Laporta, Montgomery, McLaurin and Ertz to score touchdowns. Lions to win by 11 or more. Jaden Daniels over 33.5 passing attempts. Eckler and Gibbs over 25 or more receiving yards. Tim Patrick over more than 15 receiving yards. Jaden Daniels over 55 rushing yards. £21,500 return.
If that comes through, drinks on you at the Super Bowl party.
If that comes through, I will be buying everyone at least their first drink. At least, maybe more. Carlton says, what's the spread now? The spread actually came in half a point since we did the preview. I think it's now at 9. It wasn't 9.5 a couple of days ago. So.
ESPN saying 8.5.
Okay, come in another half point. All right.
Yeah, so I've got that for the box score, like usual.
Casey says, if Lions win coin toss and score touchdown first drive, it would likely be a big clobbering of embarrassing proportions for the Commanders. I mean, the first drive for both teams are really important. If the Commanders can score first and then get a 3 and out, feels like a very different game. And if the Lions do the same, it feels like a very different game. I just have more belief in the Lions' ability to come back from a deficit. They've done it several times this year. Commanders, I think, is yet to be seen with them a little bit. They've obviously been in holes. I mean, against the Bears, they kind of dug themselves out. I was a bit lucky. But anyway, the coverage is going live.
Thank God. Been there.
Oh, right. So, the videos from inside the stadium have been absolutely exceptional. It's so loud in there. We do not know yet, I don't think, who's won the kickoff. I'm still looking.
Not yet. I'm looking as well.
Burkhart and Brady on the call, so, well, I mean, it's probably better than having CBS, I guess, but never mind.
Yeah.
They're called the Cardiac Commanders, but we're the Cardiac Cats. You can't have 2 cardiac teams in the same game. It's not fair.
Yeah.
Contrapastan says jerseys for chat. My jersey is this one.
Oh, I'm not wearing one today.
But there we go.
Well, I'll put one on in a bit. It's because I've just come in from my friends, so I'll get dressed at some point.
Jeff Hurley
I'm also waiting for someone to deliver my nuggies.
Jeff Hurley says it's 8.5 points on FanDuel and 7.5 points FanDuel. Sorry, it's not Duel, is it? It's Duel in America. And DraftKings 7.5. And then says over under on Leaf receiving yards is 5. 4.5. But he gets one catch or he doesn't in games. Like, he doesn't really get targeted more than once. So, oh, the coverage. Burkhart just said he literally can't hear. I love it.
Yeah, because obviously, supposedly, I don't know if it's come up yet for us as it goes to commercial. Monty got the Anzalone kind of reception after obviously missing the past couple of weeks.
Sean said, let's go Lions from DMV area. Welcome, Sean. Appreciate you being here. Rich Baldwin says, Lions have become a sentimental favourite across the US. Apparently, And I don't know whether this is population-wise or geography, but 50% of America supporting the Lions through the playoffs. And with 8 teams to go when that was put out, that's crazy. That's absolutely nuts. It proves that despite the fact that the Vikings fans and the Packers fans and the Rams fans would like to say Lions are dirty, don't support them, it feels like public opinion has kind of been going in their direction. That just proves that it fucking hasn't, and everyone still loves us. And that's pretty cool. It's nice to be in that spot. Pac-Man70 says, hi guys, really looking forward to this game. Let's go! Let's go indeed. Right, who's won the toss? I want to know. It meant to kick off 5 minutes ago.
It's not telling me. It's not telling me. Kill me.
Oh, Johnny Agar being in the building was really cool. That story about Casey getting him in.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's on almost the halfway line. I think it's at the 40-yard line. That's really cool. Just want to give a big shout out to all of the Commanders fans on Twitter, the ones that we've talked to. They've carried themselves very, very well. And there are very few fan bases that I can say that about. They've been combative. They've been backing their team. They have not backed down. They've been confident. They've thrown it in our faces in bits and pieces, but they've not been dicks about it. And that is a beautiful and rare thing, and it's what the league should be all about.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone hasn't joined before, hasn't tried it out, please do come and join our Discord channel. It's just a cool place to be. I know that I talk about it every single episode because it's something I want to mention every time. But genuinely, I have my girlfriend turning to me saying, can you talk to me, or are you still on this chatting with everyone else? Because it is a compelling thing. It just is. Like, it's a fun place to be. Lots of little debates and stuff like that, but not in a bad way. You know, just like kind of nice discussions, talking about the Lions, about sports in general. There's always chat about the Pistons and the Tigers and the Red Wings, and then there's other sports, lots of soccer chat, and then just life stuff, food and whatever. If you've not tried Discord before, don't let that put you off. Just give it a try. It's not a weird or dissimilar thing to any other thing you've probably used in the past. So links in the live chat right now. Would love to see you there. Sean says must-win game. I mean, 3 games to go. All must-win at this point.
Mm-hmm.
You get to the knockout stages, and Nash, we know it all too well being soccer fans. You get to the knockouts of cup competitions, and you know, win or go home is a kind of way of life here, and it has been for a long, long time.
Mm-hmm. Just ask Arsenal fans.
Huh. Yeah, right.
I have to rub it in. I don't know how they let us come back from 2 goals down today.
No, me neither, but thanks for that. Appreciate it very much. I don't know how
You're very welcome.
I don't know how we won. Even though we absolutely battered them, going to 90 minutes and you're still tying against a good team in Brentford, we're lucky to get over the line, but there we go.
Yeah.
6 points clear with a game in hand. Nottingham Forest can get back up to joint second with a win as well. Beautiful.
That makes me happy.
If Forest win... Oh, no, sorry, because it's Chelsea they're having to face. Level games at the moment, 4 points ahead of Chelsea to get into Champions League.
Here we go.
Fourth. Here we go. Oh.
The Commanders have won the toss.
And deferred.
But deferred the fucking idiots.
Lions have the ball. All right.
The first misstep we've made, Mr. Quinn.
Right, Lions for the chance to go to back-to-back NFC Championship games, but the road to that starts right here with the ball in our house. We need a good start.
Mm-hmm.
And the teams are... Oh no, the kickers are just leaving the pitch. We're not quite there yet. Oh, that's a really cool stat. Dan Quinn is the second head coach in team history to win a playoff game in his first season with the Washington Commanders, and that goes back to the 1940s. I think I did hear that actually when they won last week, but it's still worth repeating. He's an exceptional head coach, and you know what? When you're a head coach like him, when you lose Shanahan as offensive coordinator of the Falcons, I do think, do you believe in him as a CEO type? Because if you do, you can't fire someone when they get a hire wrong sometimes. That no one's perfect. It's about how you react to things.
Yeah. I mean, that's maybe the one thing we can hope for, if the score gets to 28-3 to them, we don't have to panic. I have to drop one in there, like at least one 28-3 reference whenever something like this is up.
Dan just fist pumped with one of the fans. That's great. I love it. Right. Commanders lining up for the kick. Let me know when I talk it up. I will say when they kick it. Tell me if you're in front or behind.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully the play card. So I've got Spanish language telecast available on Fox Deportes.
I think I'm slightly ahead of you then in that case.
Oh, I'll take it. Just means I can watch
You sure?
Yeah. It just means you can actually do live stuff. I'll look at. So for me, it hasn't gone yet, and it's going now.
And he has gone out of bounds. Free kick out of bounds, and the Lions are coming out to the 40. Thank you to Zane Gonzalez for that one. Great start.
Let's just get a whiteboard out, shall we? So first mistake, giving us the ball first. Second mistake, kicking the kickoff out of bounds.
Well played to Craig Reynolds because it landed in field. For Craig Reynolds, it landed in field, and that could have bounced into the end zone, but it's good. It's good gamble by him.
Good little play from him. Yep.
Here comes Jared Goff at
so
the
look,
40.
Monty's getting the start.
Laporte motions into in line. Two tight ends and hands it off to Monty. Run up the middle. Good penetration by the Commanders. Gain of 1, second down and 9. Two tight ends set and they run on the strong side and they penetrate through the B gap. That's not great.
It's Frankie Louvu for you though. That's what he's good at. Like you listen to, us saying it on the preview, but also some of the other podcasts. Louvu is very much your traditional kind of Sam linebacker that they're playing at will. So he's good at run defense, good at blitzing.
Goff takes a snap. What a start by Dante Fowler. He timed the snap perfectly and meets Monty for a loss of almost 4. He only just got the ball before he got there. What happened here? So they crashed down and he's just completely unblocked. Oh my word, that's awful. So the pulling lineman was meant to be Mahogany, but he just didn't get there. 3rd and 13 coming up now. From the 37, Goff in empty here. This is about to be a poor start. 3-step drop out of shotgun, looking well protected, throws, well feathered, but Tim Patrick can't come up with it. And it is a 3 and out for the Lions. What a start for the Commanders. Patrick could have had it. It's not the best thrown ball by Jared Goff, Heather.
Mm-hmm. Time for the best field position optimization specialist in the league to come do some stuff.
All right. Punt unit out for the Lions. Jack Fox takes a snap. No penetration by the Commanders. And it's a good one. Directional too. And it goes out at about the 13, 14 yard line. Let's see where the referee puts it. Coming out to the 20. Yikes, that moved forward a long way. So the Commanders come out to the 20. And Jaden Daniels gets his chance to put his stamp on this game early. Coming out to the 40, Ash did not help.
Yep, really did not. Just good place for them, first and second down, forcing us into a bad situation on third. It's what we need to do to them.
Yeah.
Because both these teams, if you get a third and medium, that's basically second and medium to our teams.
Arnold in the slot. Anzalone is on our near side match up against running back, and Jaden Daniels throws over the middle. Lions defense react well to that. It's a gain of 5.5. It's second down and a long 4, a short 5. .25.5 yard line, second down 4. Daniels in shotgun. Takes a snap and a quick throw out, and there's no one there to defend. Zacchaeus. Oh, Amik's down. He's down and he might be out. Amik is in bad trouble.
Oh, that did not look pretty.
Did not.
Oh.
God damn it, we can't be doing with this.
It's his arm. I think he's
I think it's his shoulder, maybe, more than his arm. Maybe a dislocation, possibly. Don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, something like that. Just because just something dislocated. I think did not look good. Fuck's sake.
Oh my god, I've just started getting audio description. Why have I got audio description? That is so weird. Okay, weird. Mike the Marine says looks like a blown bicep. Not great at all. So what's the move here?
Jack.
Yeah. The move will be Vildor, I think, to the outside.
Yeah.
What was really weird with that play is that you've got 2 wide receivers out to that side. Anzalone looks like he might be taking the slot player. He crashes down, leaves the slot player completely free, and Jaden identifies that very quickly, throws it out to the slot player. Nice, easy pitch and catch, easy first down. Don't understand the play call for the Lions.
Yeah, nor do I. But he's being walked into the locker room by officials, supposedly. Not officials, trainers. That's what the word I was looking for. Yeah. Oh, great.
Bailey just said, our resident Bears fan, the quantity of defensive injuries you guys have had this year is something I have never seen. Well, what happened last season is that our injuries were bad but not terrible, but we didn't have the depth, so we ended up with Kindle Vildor starting the NFC Championship game. If we do manage to win this game, we are very much in the realm of territory where we have improved a lot. We've drafted 2 players and we've traded for another, and we're still in the position where we're going to be starting Kindle Vildor in the NFC Championship game. It is frustrating, but it is what it is. Like, what can you say?
Yeah.
Let's have a look and see exactly what happened here. So Campbell goes in, it hits his kind of like upper arm, shoulder area. He looks in some discomfort in his face as he's walking off. Anyway, here comes the Commanders. Vildor is in the game. Commanders at the 32-yard line. Play action, and they do check it down to number 2. That is Diami Brown with a gain of 7. Call it second and 3.
7, I think. Yeah.
At the 39-yard line. Oh my god, the Lions are very slow to get out in defensive formation here. If the Commanders had snapped that ball, it would have been very interesting. Daniel's calling out the mic. And Lions bringing heat. Daniel's well protected, checks it down. Lots of room for Austin Eckler, who gets out of a tackle. Eckler then tackled by his own man. Diami Brown put a massive gain for the Commanders. Oh my god. So Branch came on the nickel blitz. They replaced the man with the ball in giving it to Eckler. Ify Melifonwu misses the tackle. Just all arms around the torso. Good contact balance. And the Commanders all the way down at the Detroit 37. 2 men in the backfield and hands it off. And Anzalone, oh no, that's Campbell, gets the tackle finally. Well done as well by Branch in there too. No gains, 2nd down and 10. Mike D. Barker says, I'm here. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. SW Line says, smart game plan by Washington. They've been very good so far, and this is what you've come to expect from Jane Daniels.
Yeah.
2nd and 9. Jaden in shotgun again, and loopy snap, but finally gets it there, and then he throws it away over the head of Austin Eckler. 3rd down and 9. Big play here. They are in fringe field goal range. Zane Gonzalez doesn't have the biggest leg. It's at the 36-yard line. It'll be a 53-yard attempt. His career long is 57. So in his range. That career long was last year. I think his season long is 55.
Although, Meek questionable with elbow.
3rd and 9. Here's Jaden in empty. Oh no, Eckler's just... Oh, Lions jumped and they're going to run the play. Oh, they've called it dead. They've called it dead. Oh, they call a false start.
On
Get
who?
in. Didn't hear.
So probably the right card to cast.
No, it's centre. Tyler Biadish.
Tyler Biadish, yeah.
How can you not say his name? You're good with this. It's just Biadish. 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 Biadish, yeah.
Biadish. I do. I'm not the one that's good at saying the names. I'm good at the stats, not the saying shit.
You're not bad at both. Timeout on the fields, and the Washington Commanders are arguing the fuck out of this call, but there we go. SWLS is nice. I thought it was going to be offside too. So you can't whistle dead for offside. If it's a dead ball foul, you've got to call for encroachment.
Yeah.
Neutral zone infraction and offsides are both run the play penalties. They're not call the play dead penalties. So false start means the play didn't happen, and encroachment means the play didn't happen. So, play has been run, and Anzalone, it looks like he probably stopped him short. They have stopped him short, but only by 1. It was 3rd and 14. It's now 4th and 1, and Commanders are staying out on offense. Jamison Crowder there. Right. Oh my God. Why are we just letting them have this? Pinch. Mariota's on the field. They're going to... Why aren't we stacking the line? Oh, snap spans!
Yes!
Come on!
That's what I like to say. It's...
They botched.
I think it's because they botched the snap. I think it's either that or they tried some trickeration, which I think is why we didn't pinch the line. Like, you should quite correct. I would say doing that, but I think there is some game tape or something. Yeah, because look, yeah.
So Mariota tried to turn around and pitch it to Daniels. Yeah. If that worked, it would have been a touchdown.
Yeah, because they saw emotion, so that's why then they must have saw that and reacted accordingly, not pinching the line because they're like, something's going on here, and it worked. Can't wait to watch that next
they should
on Valentine's Day because
yeah. SW Lion says, I'm surprised he didn't sneak that. It was so open. I know that's the play call. Just sneak it and get the yards. Change the play.
Yeah, and did you notice who is well? Have you seen who's got officially credited with the stop / tackle?
Al-Qadin.
Yeah.
Sack baby. I presume it's a sack, although he's a rusher, so maybe it's not a sack technically.
Let me have a look. Let me have a look.
It counts as a TFL apparently. In fact, I think so. Basically, it's not a sack. Because the quarterback didn't get sacked on the play. He was not the quarterback, but he went under center from the wide receiver position.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, Noogie's here coming in.
Oh,
finally, it's It's taken McDonald's nearly an hour to cook my fucking chicken nuggets. How dare they? But no way. So I'll run off and get them in a second.
Right. No score. 10:38 to go. This ball game is, again, all tied up, basically. Oh. Washington were 20 of 23 on 4th down in the regular season and fell their first one tonight. Huge.
Yep.
Contrapaston said, but Marcus Mariota is a quarterback, so it should count A. But Daniels was in the quarterback position. You do have sometimes quarterbacks who can line up as other players. Like, it happens. Yeah. If you've got 2 quarterbacks...
okay.
Yeah? What's that?
I was about to say, no, you finish what you're saying.
No, I'm done.
What happened? So according to Eric, looks like Mariota was going to pitch the ball to Daniels, but the back thought it was the tush push, and so jammed Mariota and got him all jumbled up.
Yes, Brian Robinson.
Yeah. Yeah.
Miss Harley Quinn's in the chat saying, everyone, let's go, boys. Lions on offense then at the 29-yard line to start this drive. 0-0. And play action to start. Good blocking and Goff throws. It's a first down for Jameson Williams. Lovely start to this drive. J-Bo. It's going to be a dagger to the heart of the Commanders if the Lions do manage to score here. Attila Hardy said, can't Davis just play with his broken jaw? Unfortunately, that's not the way it works.
Yeah. Not to roast JMO too much, because I know he's been working on it, but the cut on that comeback was a bit too rounded for me. Get better.
Gibbs, with a lovely run, gets himself 15 up the right-hand side, and the Lions on the Commander side of the field. Jameer.
Good block from Mahogany there to sort of seal off the rushing lane for him.
Yeah. Yeah, that was very, very good. Brock Wright is in the game. Inline tight end. Nola Porter. Goff. 2-step drop. Checks it down to Gibbs. He's all on his own. Gibbs beats a couple. And he's into the red zone now, down at about 14-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Lions. How do you leave Jameer Gibbs open like that?
I think there was a crack block from, I think it'd probably be Amon-Ra from the position it was in. But Amon-Ra just fences off the linebacker to stop him getting to Gibbs.
1st down and 10 again at the 14. Goff under centre this time. Stack receivers to the right-hand side. Laporta in at fullback. Amon-Ra now motioning into in-line. Goff takes the snap and hands it off to Gibbs. Good running to the right-hand side, and he gets himself 9 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 1 from the 5. What a beautiful play design this is.
Mm-hmm.
Panay Sewell with the key block there, and Tim Patrick with a little nice fence-off block on the outside there too. 2nd down and 1 at the 5-yard line. Monty in the game now. Goff. Pitch to Monty. Runs up the middle and gets himself down to the 2-yard line. 1st down and goal. That doesn't look like Monty. That doesn't look like vintage Monty. He was hesitant there. If he gets his head down, I think as he scores there, it's just a bit rusty.
Mm-hmm.
Rusty more than injured, I would say.
Yeah. So look, he's coming out. JMO's coming out. Amon-Ra
Zylstra's on wide on the left-hand side.
Skip.
1st down and goal at the 2. Goff under centre, takes a snap. Oh, there's really good penetration, but Gibbs walks it in.
So look, I'm sorry. Nice. Fucking love it. There we go. Big E and
superb drive. Absolutely beautiful.
8 out of 10 celebration from Gibbs there.
And the penetration
with the
up
potential
front
to increase it when I know what it is.
The penetration from the Commanders from 94 and 95 were really, really good as well. They almost got there. 94, 95 are Deron Payne and Jazon Newton. PAT from the left hash. Up and good.
It looks to me, again, I reserve the right to change this opinion when I've seen it back properly. It looked like it's a kind of run that's designed to suck them into the middle, as we saw, get that penetration, and then Gibbs can just hit and go, boop, which he does.
Yeah, I don't necessarily disagree with that.
With that touchdown, Gibbs has tallied 4 career post-season touchdowns, which somehow, but also shouldn't be surprising at the same time I'm saying that, which is the most in franchise history.
4 rushing touchdown. 4 total touchdowns.
No, just 4 touchdowns.
Oh my
4 total
God.
scrimmage touchdowns, yeah. Exactly.
And we were seeing all of Kelsey's stats being like 20 total playoff touchdowns, and it's like, ugh.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, what are you guys thinking about the first half so far? Lions obviously got stymied on their first offensive drive, and then the Commanders drive down the field but stall out on 4th down after a botched play call. Lions then get down and score. It's got to feel harsh on the Commanders after, first 2 good drives on their part, really. But, guys in the chat, let us know what you think.
Oh, that's what I needed up. It's time for our favourite time of the day. Is it up? Is it up? Yes. Let's have a look. Offense. 3-1 drive. I think 1 drive each because I don't think offense is ready to leave that. For 1 drive for the defense, because that's actually nice. Campbell leading away with grades 79.1, Branch 74.3. Lowest graded defender, unfortunately, is the one who will no longer have a part in the game in all likelihood, with him in a meek with a 44.6.
I mean, at the end of the day, Jack may be the highest graded player, but he's also caused the injury. How much negative points does he get for that? Probably nothing, but in our hearts,
probably nothing.
Somewhat.
Right, yeah. Yeah, true.
Shank says, keep the run game going, which keeps our D as fresh as they can be. That is going to be always the key here, I think. Wizard Wall says, I love the Monty confidence punch at 2nd and 1. Dan Flynn says, good start. And Bobby Line says, shut! That's what I'm thinking. And yeah, Contrapassan says what I think too. Monty seems tentative.
Yeah.
Right, we just can't start that way on offense against, well, anyone really. Need to hit the ground running as the kickoff is away by Jake Bates. And it's into the end zone for a touchback. What a turnaround it has been. They're putting the graphics up now about the free agent signings, the head coach, offensive coordinator they've brought in, and it's the most wins the team has had in 33 years. Exceptional. Yeah. Since they went to the championship game and beat us and then went to the Super Bowl. Jaden Daniels then in shotgun, split backfield. Man in motion, right to the left, takes the snap, hands it off to Robbins. Oh no, keeps it and runs out towards the sideline. And they almost got to him. They tried to hit Jaden Daniels, but didn't quite get there. 2-yard gain, 2nd down and 8. Were you going to say something then?
I was going to say, not only has Gibbs obviously broken the sort of franchise record opposed to his touchdowns, he's also scored our last 6 touchdowns straight.
Yeah, fair. 2nd and 6. Jaden Daniels going to throw this time. Lovely throw to McLaurin for a 1st down. Gain of about 15 on that one. Commanders proceeding down the field and no huddling again, as they do very often, at the 45-yard line of Washington. Three men in the backfield now, and lots of eye candy, and you're going to get blown up by Alex! Loss of 5 on the play. Huge. Oh, it's going to be a loss of 4. Second down, 14. Huge play by Alex Anzalone. Read it very well.
Love it. Right, I'll be back in a sec.
Okay. Anzalone just stays as the forced defender on that outside. Then when he sees who's got the ball, and Eckler crashes down and gets the 4-yard loss. Second down and 14. At the Commanders' 41. Daniels in shotgun. Sends a man in motion, and it's a quick throw out to him. And another great tackle by Brian Branch. 4-yard gain, but it's now third down and 10. Big play coming for the Commanders. If the Lions get a stop here, it's going to be a huge moment in this game. Third and 10's tough. 5 wide for the Commanders. No one in line. Daniels in shotgun. Takes a snap now. 2-step drop. Lions bringing 4, but includes Campbell. Throw for a first down to Jamison Crowder. Gain of 10. How did he get that done? Ugh. Frustrating. McLaurin up against Vildor, and
That's not what you want.
No. That wasn't McLaurin who actually got the ball, but I think they were trying to help him on that side, and it caused the completion. Now on the Lions side of the field, and handed off. Robinson going downhill, and Campbell misses him, and that's another 14 yards for Brian Robinson, and a first down for the Commanders.
When there's no hoodle situations, they're getting, well,
just these sort of exotic run looks, and I'm quite enjoying watching it as a neutral, but as a Lions fan, it's pretty annoying. At the Lions, 29 now. Robinson empties it out. 5 wide now for the Commanders. Oh! Zadarius Smith gets a paw up there on a swing pass, and I thought he was going to bat it up to himself, but it only went up away instead of up. Really well done by Zadarius. Read that so well on the McLaurin screen.
That is a play that I know very well.
Second down and 10.
Oh, someone's got a stinky breath, it seems. I love that, though. It's like a sort of audible signal. Is that? Like, that's
Takes
a really
a
cool
snap.
signal. I like it.
Daniels looking right and throwing right, and really well played by Brian Branch versus Zacchaeus. No good there. Third down and 10. Clock stops. Brian Branch, excellent in coverage so far.
Yeah. Uses his body to sort of box out Zacchaeus.
Another third down and 10 on this drive. Can the Commanders convert this time? Daniels again in shotgun. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 1 man in the backfield. Daniels takes the snap. Lions bringing 6. Throws over the middle, and it's incomplete. What a play by Kindle Vildor. Kindle Vildor, the ball was in the breadbasket for De'Ami Brown over the middle, and Vildor punches it out. Let's have a look at this again as the replay comes through. Caught, and brilliant play on the ball by Kindle Vildor. It's going to be 4th down and 10.
Yes. That's what I like to see.
Field goal attempt from Zane Gonzalez coming up here. 47-yard attempt is no gimme from the left hash. Snap is good, hold is good, and that is straight down the middle. Commanders are on the board. Oh, and they're playing Don't You Want Me Baby on the blooming TV. Hell yeah.
Are they?
They were just playing that there in the background, as they were going to break. What? What's that?
Love that. I missed it, and that's one of my favorite songs of all time.
Is it?
Yeah, I love Don't You Want Me, Baby. AK Christmas #1 in the UK in 1981. One of the best years in music of all time. And yes, I shouldn't know that because I was minus 17 at that point, but don't care.
All right, Lions going to be
Well
taking over 7-3 lead. What's up?
The pun that Danny Max just put in our Discord chat.
Oh,
Kindle
yeah.
Reddit well.
I love it. I'm here for it. 7-3 ball game. Lions have the lead, and they're going to have the ball. Free Climber says we need to score every drive. It looks like the Commanders are going to get theirs, but they've put themselves in bad situations in every single drive. They've had to convert in key moments. They've had 3rd and 14. They've got to 4th and 1, which they obviously then didn't convert. They've converted on 3rd and 10 once in that drive and then didn't to close it out as a field goal. The Lions defense are getting theirs in this game so far. As Stubby Lions says, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, like you right. It's those key downs, as we kind of highlighted it would be anyway at the 4th down, that 3rd down there. We're doing things right at the right times. Like how the 1st down pass break up by Zedarius, just stuff like that puts them behind the chains, put them behind their scripts, force them to have to make plays not used to having to make.
Jeff Hurley says, feed Gibbs. Agree. Monty doesn't look at it at the moment. SW Line says, if he playing, question mark. If he is playing, he did make a couple of tackles on that latest drive. Casey says, granted a few offensive penalties and potentially a turnover will still Commanders if it becomes a shootout. Jeff Hurley says, Rakestraw going to see some time, question mark. Rakestraw is not active for this game. He's still on IR. He was only had his window open this week, but he wasn't activated before the game. That's why he's not on the inactives list, because he's technically not on the active roster at the moment. He's still on reserve injured.
To loop back, if he definitely is playing, because currently the way our secondary is set up is obviously Demick injury, but even before that, it was a Meek and Tete outside, Branch in the slot, and Iffy and Kirby at safety.
Yeah, Iffy's a starting player.
Yes.
Well, I mean, in nickel. That was almost going to be a kickoff out of bounds as well, but returned by Reynolds to the 26-yard line of Detroit.
Tom, buddy, you've got to lay off the Botox. You need to learn when too much is too much, and you're really hitting it right now.
He's talking literally about the chances of our coordinators leaving because he's a minority owner of the Raiders. Amazing. Yeah. Goff. Oh, fake toss to Gibbs. He's got them, but only has a check down to Laporta. But he gets all the way out to the 41-yard line. Good tackle in there, actually, but first down for Detroit.
Just keep the chains moving. Go on.
Oh, no. Tom Brady said they were asking him whether he's going to be sticking around for his contract, which he said he was going to do, and he said, I'll bite some kneecaps for you, KB, which I kind of appreciated. It's a nice hark back in a playful way. Gibbs up the middle, nice move. He could break it free. Gibbs, can he beat one man? No, he puts the shoulder down, but Mike Samra still forced him out of bounds. What a huge play by Gibbs. That's maybe a 34-yard run for a first down.
33? Yeah, 33.
From our 40 to their 27, then, is it? Oh, Gibbs
26, yeah.
Breaks it outside. Oh.
From off R41 to their 26. Give it.
Beautiful. Right, Goff in shotgun. Monty next to him this time. Gibbs in motion, 2-back set for the Lions, but Gibbs was lined up as a wide receiver, and Goff throws it over the middle, and it's Sam Laporta with a 6-yard gain, 2nd down and 4. Burkhart just said he's not seen Jared Goff do sidearm before. Well, you haven't been watching the Lions then, you douchebag.
Exactly. Yeah.
Tell us you haven't watched the Lions without telling us you haven't watched the Lions. 20-yard line of Washington, Lions in scoring range. Goff under center. Monty in the backfield. 2 tight ends in play. And Monty gets the ball, runs off the left-hand side, tries to drive forward, but can't really. Gets 2.5. It's going to be 3rd down and 1.5. At the 17.5-yard line, 3rd down and 1.5. Monty flexing out as a wide receiver. Okay. Goff takes a snap in empty, then pressure. Fumbled! Commanders have it.
God damn it.
Frankie Louvu has the ball at the end of it. What a great play by someone. Number 92, who beats Glasgow.
Lawrence Armstrong.
Ugh. That could turn the game again.
Yeah.
Feels so comfortable this game, and then that happens. Mark B says, Ben Johnson, what the fuck? SW Line says, Ben Johnson's great, but I don't understand empty backfields. Jeff Early says, yeah, empty backfield bad. I don't hate empty. Goff is very comfortable in empty backfield, but offensive linemen are trusted to hold up in one-to-ones. Glasgow didn't hold up on the one-to-one, and, you know, Goff does have to try and release it a bit quicker than that if it's an empty backfield, but, ugh.
Exactly.
I do think if you take the empty backfield out of your arsenal, you're missing something, personally. Chocobo Brisket Bowl says, Glasgow whiffed on that block. You really did.
Especially with that, like, to go back to the empty backfield, especially with that, because flexing your running back out usually drags the linebacker out there, opens up stuff more over the middle.
Yeah. So 1st down and 10 then for the Commanders. They're going to be taking over at their own 22. Gibbs has 4 carries for 58 yards and 1 catch for 23 yards in this game. He is at 16 yards per touch. It's exceptional. It really is.
So 119.
Carlton Wood says, Commanders run D is 3rd worst in NFL and we pass in 3rd and 1... And then Mark B says, it makes no sense, SW. I mean, you can't... I mean, maybe you can, but I just don't like running on every instance of 3rd down and 1. I agree that you should probably do it more in that circumstance, but I don't think it can be the thing where you do it on every single instance there, because it's just too predictable. You still want to be an unpredictable team. Oh, how wide are these receivers here? How wide's the receivers? Have a look at this, Ash.
Oh, geez.
On both sides. It's huge. Is this a quarterback run?
It's a
branch is coming. Branch is coming. Oh, Matt. Robinson got there and Anzalone forced him out after a gain of 5, second down and 5, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter.
I think that's like, I swear that is like a college formation that Daniels has used at LSU.
Never mind LSU. That reminded me of the hooker offense in Tennessee.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he used
Similar
to
concepts,
run.
Yeah.
Right, here's the stats at the end of the
concept.
first quarter. Lions are up 7-3, not 7-0. Ignore that. 7-3. Goff is 4 of 5 for 62 and 1 fumble. Gibbs 4 for 58 and a touchdown on the ground. 1 of 1 for 23 in the air. And JMO 1 of 1 for 19 yards in the air. So Laporte is actually leading receivers in yards. 2 of 2 for 20. Commanders, Jaden Daniels 8 of 12 for 83. Brian Robinson 3 for 34 on the ground, including a long of 15. And then Terry McLaurin 2 of 3 for 17. They're actually led by Austin Eckler, 2 of 2 for 28. Ash, in a very up and down first quarter. I know you're eating, so apologies, but I will speak a little bit. The Lions obviously stalled out on their first drive. The Commanders end up turning it over on a 4th down. The Lions had a fumble. We've scored a touchdown, and they haven't yet. It's a weird first quarter. There's a lot of good and a lot of bad.
Exactly, and it's, to be honest, it might sound a bit pessimistic of me. It's to be expected for me because we've had that week off. There's a bit of rust there. Everything's not perfect. We need to ease ourselves into the game. We've made the silly mistakes now. Hopefully they're out of our bloody system, and the next 3 quarters we can absolutely dominate like we expect us to. We just need to get the rust off us. That's all. That's how I'm trying to be positive this week and not be doom and gloom. So that's how I'm seeing it. Just knock the rust off. Except for Gibbs. Gibbs obviously had no rust on him. The Sonic 38 for the commercial this past week really fueled him to have a good start. But everyone else just needed to ease themselves back into things.
Rich Baldwin says, is Kevin Zeitler active? No, he is inactive. Unfortunately, he was ruled out with injury yesterday.
Yeah.
TJ says, Branch likes to injure players. I'm not a fan. I don't agree with that take. I don't think Branch likes to injure players. I don't really know where that's come from. Attila Hardy says, you guys are my good luck charms. Let's go. We're trying to bring it as much as we can.
Yeah, better Meek downgrade it out. He's done.
Yeah.
He's done.
SW Lions says, and what made it worse is that they ran empty, which telegraphed for Washington what the play was going to be. I mean, maybe, but if the play is meant to come out quicker than that, but Amon-Ra slips and he has to hold it a bit longer, then if he does telegraph, it's not meant to go that way. So anyway, 2nd down and 5 at the 42 of Washington. Yeah. Daniels in shotgun, as he always is, very rarely under center. Takes a snap. The snap is so loopy for Washington, I swear. Throw deep down the left-hand side to Dyami Brown. Big completion all the way down to the 15-yard line of Detroit for 1st down and 10. Huge completion.
What a cross. What a good pass.
43 yards. Dyami Brown. Oh, they just lose him in the traffic. That's busted, that is. From the 16, then Daniels asks for it, gets it, and hands it. No, he keeps it, and well done by Kirby forcing him out. They do gain 4. 2nd down and 6. That was cover 1, wasn't it? And just couldn't match up. Didn't work.
Yeah.
So Chaos comes in for Dyami Brown. Daniels under center. 2nd down and 7. Daniels, fake handoff. Got a man in the flat, but he's going to run for it, I think. And they end up pushing him out of bounds 3 yards short. It's a 4-yard gain, 3rd down and 3. Carlton was asking about the coverage on that one. It was cover 1, wasn't it? 1 deep safety.
Yes, but yeah, cover 1.
3rd down and 3. Bailey says, feels like as the ball is being snapped to you guys are often still communicating in a bit out of sick tempo. I agree. It's been a bit of a rush. Daniels with a very quick snap, looking to throw. Is that going to be a flag? No. Kirby looked like he had a hand on Zacchaeus there, but it's 4th down and 3. Are they going for this? Or are they going for the kick?
Probably.
Make it a 1-point game.
Per Tom Pellicero, Amik has been taken to a local hospital.
They are going for this. I thought they were going to take the field goal, but they're going for it. 4th and 3 from the 9-yard line. Big play. Daniels in shotgun. Eckler in motion. Daniels gets the play off, and it's a first down. It's 1st and goal at the 2. Very quick throw. Oh, I thought he'd missed that. Zach Ertz with the catch. Manned up against Melifonwu, was it? But Melifonwu just didn't crash down enough. 1st down and goal. Ertz checks out of the game on 1st down and goal.
He is only really on for passing plays, so expects a run here, especially on early downs.
Daniels, quick throw. Oh, I missed it.
Oh,
missed
great.
The backup tight end.
Thank you, Daniels.
2nd down and goal from the 2.
Thank you for making me look like a complete idiot, Jaden Daniels, you bastard.
You did it to yourself.
True. Always.
Free Climb said clock was on double zeros before snap. If it hits double zeros, you still have a full second. So it wasn't delay of game, and it was snapped pretty shortly after it went double zeros. So I think it was absolutely fine. 2nd down and goal. 3 receivers to the left-hand side, and Daniels is going to run for it. And really well done by Kirby, who gets the tackle for a loss. Are they going to throw a flag for that push? No. It's 3rd down and goal from the 3. And Jaden Daniels getting into it along with Coleman, the offensive lineman. Daniels pushes Kirby in the helmet and then drags him along with the helmet. That's slightly dirty from Daniels' point and not the other way round. Really well played by Kirby, though, to force him out of bounds there. 3rd down and goal.
Yeah. As I've said pretty much all season, Kirby's really stepped up his run defense this season. Makes me happy.
3rd down and goal. They're going to try this again. Looks like they have leverage to the right-hand side if they want it. Daniels going to throw, tosses it up to the right-hand side. They're asking for a flag and they get one. Terry McLaurin, DPI in the end zone by Kirby. Yeah, was DPI.
Yeah.
1st down and goal from the 1-yard line then. It's a low impact tug, but it is DPI. It does impact the route. Well, they had 1st down and goal from the 2, and they didn't get there. Now 1st down and goal at the 1. Can the Lions D hold up from here still? Need a big play from the Lions D line. Daniels hands this one off up front, and a great tackle up front by the Lions. Loss of 1 on the play. Alex Anzalone, I think, was first there. 2nd down and goal from the 2 now.
Yeah, it's AA and Reader, I think.
Second down and goal from the 2. Daniels in shotgun. Robinson beside him and hands it off to Robinson again. Touchdown this time. Commanders take their first lead of the game. right guard for the Commanders is injured.
Sam Cosby.
That would be a big loss.
Yeah, especially since their backup top backup guard in Chris Poole is inactive. So it would be Michael Dieter, the former Houston center / guard, that will be coming in, I believe.
Oh, Cosme looks like he's in a bad way on the field.
Mm-hmm.
This is an uncomfortable feeling. We've played well enough to be comfortably winning this game, and we're not. What happens if things start to turn?
Mm-hmm. That's the issue. But we've been in worse positions before and came back.
Yeah. Carlton Wood says leg got rolled up on behind by a lion accidentally. There we go. Brent says Shizer points off turnovers. Ugh. Yeah. The thing is, we've got loads of people saying D's struggling here and that sort of thing in Discord and other places, but they just survived 4 plays from and goal at the 2. Like, they're struggling in coverage a little bit, but then you have players like Kindle Vildor's one, and you've got some of the others that have been exceptional. I think the defense, again, has actually played really well. There's just been a couple of instances where they've had kind of chunk plays down the field, and that hasn't that's always been the way for us since we've had all of these injuries. We have had to live sometimes with chunk plays down the field, but down to down, I think they've actually been very good. TJ says, is Jaden Daniels a Rookie of the Year candidate? Frankly, he's the only major offensive Rookie of the Year candidate for me. But Bo Nix would be up there as number 2 for me, actually, it's not true. Sorry. Bo Nix would be number 3. The tight end from Vegas would be number 2.
But Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers would be number 2.
If there was any justice in the world, Bowers would win the whole thing, but he's not going to. Jaden Daniels has taken his team to the playoffs after a 3-14 season last year, or whatever it was, 4-13. Like, the turnaround's been so good. He's been the administrator of that, so it's got to be Jaden Daniels. There's no choice. Bailey said, wouldn't be as fun without some stress, guys. I would absolutely love the playoffs to be not that stressful. I can't tell you how enjoyable the Liverpool Champions League win against Tottenham was when they had absolutely no chance. Extra point is on its way from the left hash.
Basically, you're saying you want us to play Spurs. Basically, you're saying you want us to play Spurs every week. Then I can back it.
I mean, Spurs and the Bengals have a lot of similarities to me. Like, theoretically, a really good team, and when they're firing on all cylinders, they look great, but you can always be assured they're going to shoot themselves in the foot.
Yeah.
Rich Baldwin says, Lions are going to have to outscore Washington in this game. Lions D is getting no pressure on Daniels. That is by design in this game. The Lions' edge rushers are not rushing. They are trying to hold contain, make sure Jaden Daniels doesn't beat us with his legs. I took the over on him running because I thought we were going to try and rush him. So I thought, well, 56 yards is perfectly possible for Daniels on the ground. Has he had any significant rushing plays? He's had a few where he's bounced to the outside and he hasn't managed to get much. 3-4 yards here or there, but he's had nothing big. Mm-hmm. Bailey says Spurs and the Vikings for me. I think the Vikings are too overpowered this season to be Spurs, personally. Don't know.
But the Vikings are Arsenal. Keep looking good, but choking key moments.
All style, no substance.
Yeah.
Kickoff is away. Zane's been poor at it so far. This time he's much better and recovered at the 2 and is going to be returned by Reynolds. Reynolds beats one, stays on his feet, and manages to get himself out to the 30. Well done. SW Lion says, I don't like that strategy, Matthew. He's too good a quarterback. You give him that much time, he's going to pick you apart. I think they should be rushing 5. He is a good quarterback. He's still a rookie, though. And the thing is, he's so good with his legs. It's a very easy way for you to lose the game if you do let him rush, for me personally. Ash?
Plus, if you blitz, which is bringing 5, his EPA, his PFA code, everything goes up against the blitz.
Goff gonna run up deep. He's going for JMO. He's just overthrown it. Oh, it would have been a walk-in touchdown. It was just off JMO's hands. Oh, it was a half yard in front of where it needed to be. Oh. Bailey says, who are we comparing the Lions to? Historically tortured fan base for the team finally getting good. Why not Newcastle? I don't like the comparison, but I think it's kind of up there. Goff, 2-step drop out of shotgun, throws quickly over the middle. Amon-Ra, his first catch of the day, 7-yard gain, 3rd and 3. I think Forest, maybe, but I'm not sure they're good players necessarily sustainable year to year. There's no one really in the Premier League that we're like, I think.
Yeah. I mean, Forest is a good one. I can see it being more sustainable. Maybe that's because I'm closer to it than most, but because they have good players like Murillo is honestly is one of the best centre backs in the league this year.
Here comes the play.
Proper striker.
2-step drop out of shotgun, looks for a quick throw, throws actually deep on the wheel route. Amon-Ra! There's a flag on the play. There's a flag on the play. This is coming back. Oh, holding on the defense. What a throw by Jared Goff on the timing route. And Amon-Ra stretching to get it.
No, that me.
Lovely throwing catch. Yeah. All the way down at the 29-yard line. Back in scoring range.
Ooh. Ertz is in the concussion protocol.
Gibbs with a run up the middle. Lovely cutback. And he gets himself 14 yards on a Lions first down. Nine and a half minutes to go, and I'm so nervous I've gone through all of my drinks before the half. Sad times.
That is very sad. I would lend you one of my Guinnesses, but...
I've got more, I just need to go inside. At the Washington 17-yard line, fullback in the game. And Goff tops plays to Gibbs. Lovely room, but Gibbs... Oh, he gets absolutely hammered. No gain. He gets up. I'm feeling a bit fortunate that Gibbs is getting up after that. It was a big hit.
Mm-hmm.
Second and 10. What can the Lions do? All right. Raymond's in motion, and he gets the screen, and Raymond coming forward. He's going to get... Oh! Down at the 2. I thought he was going to get there. Beautiful play.
So close.
First down and goal from the 2 after a gain of 13 or so. Amon-Ra with a nice block on Quan Martin. Sam Rastrell blocked by Tim Patrick. Good tackle in there. By number 11, Jeremy Chin. First down and goal from the 2. I formation, jumbo set. Monty's in the game. And Goff, fake to Monty. Goff having to try and get out of it. Throws, end zone. Touchdown!
What a fucking catch. What a catch by Sammy. What the fuck?
Just like all that pressure on Mahomes earlier on today and being able to throw out the sack. What a play by Goff.
And I'm sorry, I know we were just discussing the play from Goff. 10 out of 10 celebration. Well done, lads. Well done. That is a celebration and a half. I'm proud of you.
And the fact that he managed to keep that ball off the ground as well.
Oh, Sammy, you naughty boy.
PAT coming now. 3-point game at the moment. Snap is good. Hold is good. Kick, perfect. 14-10 ball game.
I know it's hopefully it's still a bit too early to think about the award for player of the season. I think we've got a new contender.
It's up there.
I am also submitting. I'm going to submit for celebration of the year. If I could possibly do that. Oh, fuck, it's my internet.
And breathe, everybody. And breathe.
Exactly. Oh, I could reward myself with a chicken tendy. I would apologize for eating on stream. It's because I had training first for American football training back today, and I was at my friend's. So all I've had today is a slim fast, a couple of chocolates, a protein bar, and some crisps, and a cheese toasty. Actually, and a cheese toast, grilled cheese. But that was at like 6, so I need food.
Carlton reacting to my reaction saying, "Keep quiet, Matt." I'm trying. I'm trying. Attila Harder says, Gibbs, JMO, Laporta, and Sprinkle and Brown for the rest of the game. Hell yeah. TJ said those sticky gloves are a game changer, lol. Poole's virtual pub quiz, what a freaking catch. Freeland says that may be catch of the year. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So Cosby is questionable with a knee injury.
Oh, that feels pretty fucking good right now. It's 2:10 in the morning over here in the UK. Hope everyone is well, whether you're in the Detroit metro area or whether you are around the US or anywhere else around the world. 37 of you watching at the moment. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much. If you've never watched us before, we do this for every game all the way through the year, unless one of us is off on holiday, which I have a horrible habit of doing. I even tried to say to Sarah, can we go in the last weekend of August instead of the first weekend of September? And her words were, do you want to pay £400 more for a holiday just so you can be there for one game? And I thought of saying yes, and then I thought better of it. So, there we go.
Good.
Who you got?
I mean that much to you?
£400? Yeah, no, I don't know. Oh, I didn't realise Skipper ran a route.
Was eligible.
Love it.
Yeah, and that's why he was basically the clear out because of what's happened recently.
Saul was rolled up on. Saul was rolled up on by Goff then. Oh, please tell me Saul's okay.
Oh, nothing's come up on Twitter yet.
That looked really rough.
I'll keep an eye though, obviously.
Goff was obviously being tackled and was going down to the right-hand side. Saul was kind of pushed into where Goff was diving.
Yeah.
Chocobo Brisket Bowl says, is Saul okay? I mean, I don't know. I have seen nothing, and the broadcast hasn't said anything about it, but it looked a bit rough.
Looks a bit rough. You probably had the wind knocked out of him. I'm keeping an eye on Twitter, as per usual. So,
well, I mean, for me, it's going to be a leg injury, if it's anything. Apparently, Saul's okay, according to our Discord. 7:44 to go in this first half at the 30-yard line. Again, college offense style.
Yeah.
Daniels keeps it and runs towards the outside. And well done by Brian Branch. Once again, 3-yard gains, 2nd down and 7. Wizard of War says Sky Sports have Sue on the couch. He's back. apparently. I thought he was done for the year.
See.
We had a sue before Cristiano Ronaldo was a thing, I tell you that. 2nd down and 7. Daniels takes a snap, looking to throw. He's looking to that one-on-one on the right-hand side to Diami Brown, and he catches it in front of Terry and Arnold for a gain of 8. And it's a 1st down for the Commanders. Just less than 7 minutes to go. At the 41-yard line, Bailey says, soulless human, that looks so bad. How is he just okay? Same as Jaden Daniels last week. I agree. It's insane how some of these players can just bounce up after something. Daniels takes a snap and a quick wide receiver screen. They've got enough blockers there. And Terry McLaurin's broken it free. Can he beat Joseph one-on-one? Running down the sideline. He's got there. Terry McLaurin and the Commanders are back up. 16-14 pending PAT.
And that's why you don't blitz.
Terry McLaurin gets his touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
PAT coming up. Good snap, good hold, and through the middle. 17-14 ball game. It's a fun game, but I mean, man. Carlton says Kirby's angle not the best. I mean, maybe. But he should just get tackled. He gets contacted by our defenders there. Even though it's 3-on-2, I think they can do a better job and stop that. Oh, that's rubbish. And now Jaden Daniels, 12 of 18 for 199 and a touchdown after all of those yak yards for Terry. It is absolutely stunning. Oh, rough. Okay, so the Lions take over down 3, 6.5 minutes to go. If they score here, Commanders are probably going to get the ball back this half, but they might not if we kill enough clock. But if they do, they're then getting the ball back with a 2-for-1 situation. So Lions have to score.
Just a bad play call. Where's the bad play?
On defense.
Yeah. Don't know why you have one corner lined up against a triple stack like that. Because that's what happens.
Nick P says, I hate to say it, but this is our last game of the year. Can't stop them. Yeah, but they're struggling to stop us as much as they're struggling to stop them. So, like, who has the last possession? Who has the last possession could decide this game, which is what I said in the preview. I hope that we can get one more stop on defense at least. Nick P says, but they have possession control. I mean, I don't know what that means. I just don't know what that means.
So time of possession now is still relatively close. They're 13-14. We're 10-23.
Oh, wow. Okay. Kickoff is away. And again received by Craig Reynolds on this right-hand side of the formation, and he goes down at the 22-yard line. Good play by Mike Samristrel. They are always kicking to that side of the field. Can the Lions not do something about that on special teams? And like the lead blocker is always running out to the right-hand side, and Reynolds always doesn't follow him. I don't understand.
There you go. They're highlighting it on the coverage. Just really bad defensive play called against that triple stack, and that's what happens.
Yeah. 1st and 10 for the Lions at the 22. Goff. This is going to be a false start. Sam Laporta with a false start. 1st and 15.
Didn't know he played for Commanders. Oh, whoa, my brain. It is late. It's tired. I'm late.
Check yourself.
I apologise.
It's cool.
Myself.
It's cool. 1st and 15 for the Lions now. Goff in shotgun. Takes a snap and handoff to Gibbs. Pursuit from the backside. And he only gets 1 before being chopped down. 2nd and 14. Oh, Commander's getting very chirpy. Gibbs laughing it off. 6 minutes to go. At the 18-yard line, empty set at the moment. Craig Reynolds comes in from the top. Goff in empty, looking to throw, holding onto it for quite a long time. Throws down the left-hand side, picked off. Quan Martin with the pick. And running all the way down, it's going to be a touchdown.
Okay. The worry meter is starting to increase.
So what happens here? Looking at...
Just over for him. Timmy. And just over for him.
Yeah. PAT coming up. Snaps good, holds good, straight through the middle. 24-14 ball game. I mean, the thing is, we know that Jared Goff isn't going to let this affect him. He's going to keep on coming out firing here. And so he should. But
we can't afford no more mistakes now, though.
Yeah, our margin of error has become fairly small.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, the route to victory is still not crazy here. You now have 5.5 minutes to go. Go and score a touchdown, don't concede at the end of the half, get a stop, and then you have the ability to take the lead. It's not a crazy position, and Daniels is still a rookie. Try and force him into mistakes, but there we go. Mark B said helmet to helmet on Goff, no call. Was that on the pass or was that on the return?
Frankie Lou. The return, I think.
Right. Thank you, Free Climb. Well, it's not going the way that we hoped or expected, but honestly, you have a look at this Commanders team and how it's played all season, and it's not a surprise.
Mm-hmm. I put it in. But yeah, that's Frankie Louvu just fucking rocks Goff.
Well, if Goff can't... I mean, I hope that Goff's okay. I mean, is he going to come out for the next drive?
But of course, you say that, and then instantly Eric Woodyard tweets out Jared Goff has left the field.
Oh my god.
He's got to be assessed for a concussion, that's why.
Going to be returned again from the 1 yard line. Reynolds again, now following his block this time, still gets contacted at the 27 yard line. Oh my god, that's an illegal hit!
You seen it, yeah?
It's Teddy time.
Mm-hmm.
Teddy kills the play. False start on the Lions.
Yeah. Goff confirmed to be in concussion protocol, being tested.
All right. He said to Dan on his way out, "I'll be fine, don't worry about it."
Mm-hmm. I know we said earlier, don't take the... Oh, you go.
No, you go.
I was about to say, I know we said don't take empty out of the playbook, but they're just attacking us whenever we're going empty. We can't.
Gibbs with a big hole! Gets himself 15 yards and a first down. I thought he was going to break that for a touchdown then. If we have to lean on our run game all game, we can still win this. Bailey says Frankie Louvu has taken out a few QBs with dirty hits this year, hurt us most recently. It was an atrocious hit.
Goff is out of the tent, helmet on.
Bridgewater throws underneath, first down for Jameer Gibbs. Frankie Louvu with the tackle after a gain of 4. Bridgewater looking over to the sideline. But continuing to take this rep, Goff is now on the sideline. First down and 10, 4.5 minutes to go. At the 39-yard line, Teddy under center. Takes a snap and handoff to Gibbs. A fake! And to JMO on the end around. And loads of linemen out in front. Loads of them out in front. Come back. This is
fucking look at that ball! Fuck you, commies.
And they've scored so quickly. There's actually time to get a stop and get another score here. Oh. What a play. So Jameson Williams rushing touchdown. And oh my god, how many men do they have out in front there? I was worried they were going to get called for a hold in there, but they didn't. PAT is up and good. I am absolutely breathless. Commanders lead 24-21. My word. This is the way to win this game. Just don't let Goff pass the ball at all.
So we've had 4 touchdowns in the past 4 minutes of game time.
35 point second quarter. Oh yeah, with that, Jameson Williams are still not leading the Lions in rushing, despite a 61-yarder.
Yeah.
3-point game. Oh. Attila Hardy said, can New York throw out that Washington player for that hit? They can. They haven't. They should, potentially. It's not just bad, it's egregious. You know, he sees that it's the quarterback and he launches with the head to the head and neck area and contacts it. In college, it would be targeting and he would be gone. Mm-hmm. Kickoff is away for the Lions into the end zone and it will not be returned coming out to the 30-yard line. In college, he'd be gone. JMO's so quick. I wondered whether JMO was going to fumble then when he was holding it one-handed. I was like, do not risk this in this game. Mm-hmm. First down and 10 for Washington at their 30. Can the Lions defense hold up? They've got that triple stack on the left-hand side again. And hand
You're defending
it off
it better this time, so you got your second.
Eckler up the middle for 8. 2nd and 2. Eckler remains in the game next to Daniels. Daniels hands it off. No, keeps it. Keeps it. And Daniels... Big run for Daniels and a first down. Lions are really struggling with this run game.
Yeah.
The problem is they can't trust their defense in coverage to hold up one-on-one, so they can't bring as much pressure as they want to, and because they can't, the run game is just so much more effective.
Yeah.
Phil P says, how long do they have to throw a player out from New York? I think you have to do it at the time. I don't think you can do it now.
As soon as the ball is snapped for the next play, you can't.
Well done by Jack Campbell. Tackle on Eckler, gain of 2 up the middle at midfield. 2nd down and 8. Yeah, like it has to be at the time. SWI said if that had been Mahomes, the guy would have been thrown out. I don't doubt it. I really don't. This is not halfway, sorry. It's at the Lions 45. 2nd down and 8. Lions bring pressure on the blitz, and Daniels throwing for everything. De'Ami Brown, what a catch against Joseph and Arnold. Down at the 6-yard line, 1st down and goal. And that's going to be the 2-minute warning. Jane Daniels is playing a brilliant game, and Kirby's there competing perfectly. He actually hits him in the head. Should be a face mask, potentially, and still he catches it. People will complain about the coverage there, but it's good coverage, it's a good route run, and it's a good throw.
Yeah.
At least with the Lions on defense, they have conceded it quickly enough that they're probably going to get the ball back with a chance to score.
True.
This feels very weird, man.
It really does, yeah.
Been one of the best rookie quarterback performances ever.
Mm-hmm.
Contrapastan says 100-point game, question mark. Bailey says, if Jaden keeps this up, he might be as good as Caleb. Heavy sarcasm. I love it. SW Line says, unless the defense comes up with some answers in the second half, this is going to be a very tough game to win. Frankly, it was going to be a tough game before, and this was always going to be the case. PK Jr. says, are we ever worse in the second half? It has happened this year that we've been worse in the second half, for sure, but we are normally better in the second half.
Yeah.
SW Lion says HG may be back next year after all. You don't hire a head coach just based on the defensive performance. And frankly, when you're playing with 19 guys on IR, on defense, or whatever it is, are you really going to knock AG for that? His plan got us the win in week 18 against Minnesota. It was absolutely brilliant. Like, defense is hard. First down and goal from the 7. Daniels in shotgun. 2 tight end set. Takes the snap. Pulls it. Daniels is going to run up the middle and dives forward for a gain of 1, maybe 2. Lions take a timeout. It's not even that AG doesn't have the players. Down to down, the Lions' defense is good. It's the isolated chunk plays which have killed us all the way down. Like, in the run plays and what have you, most of the time we're giving up 2-3 yards. There's a couple where we've given up 7 or 8, but most of the time it's 2 to 3 yards. But when you give up 35, it doesn't matter. 2nd and 5. Well, 2nd and goal from the 6. Pressure on Jade, and he throws it back of the end zone out of bounds. 3rd down and goal. Third down and goal from the 5.5. And if Washington can't get any more yards here, they could be tempted to take the field goal. But if they do get some yards, they could go for this on 4th down. They probably don't need much. Massive play, as Danny Band says in the chat. Huge play. 1:49 to go on the clock. 5.5 yards. Jaden Daniels. 2-step drop. Looks for Ertz. Throws towards Ertz. Touchdown, Washington. So Ertz flexes out. Malafombi follows him and then just gets beaten on the in. Force him out. Force him outside. Leverage was bad. If he just got beat too easily.
Mm-hmm.
PAT is good. 31-21. Lions do get the ball back, but must score here. What a second quarter it has been. 42 points in it so far. 52 total points in the game. 52 total points in the game. I can't speak. The Army Brown 4 of 5 for 1960 continues his breakout. What a first half by him. Still plenty of time for the Lions here. 1:46 and 2 timeouts. Got to score a touchdown. Zane Gonzalez with the kickoff. Drills it in the end zone. Touchback. Goff comes out on the field. First bit of positive news. So does Sewell.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Sewell was on the end around, but never mind. First down and 10. Goff in shotgun, Gibbs beside him. Jamo and Raymond on this play as well. Laporta on his own at the top. Goff asks for it, gets it. 2-step drop, under pressure. Going to throw over the middle to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Gets himself 11 yards. And Lions are moving the ball. First and 10. Good protection by the Lions O-line. Raymond stays on the field. Goff takes the snap. 3-step drop out of shotgun. Pressure up the middle. Throws. Good completion to Sam Laporta. Gain of 7, I'm going to say. Second down and 3.
Yeah.
48-yard line of the Lions here. Lions just about get set. Goff under pressure. Retreating. Getting out of it. Now having to throw it over the middle. And a good catch by Jahmyr Gibbs, who gives it to a referee.
Hit them with no huddle. Exploit the matchups. I like it.
This may not be a catch. The ball was pointed downwards when he caught it and brings it in. That is not a catch. He let go of it as well. That's not a catch. Bailey says, what a game this is. I know you guys probably feel sick, but for a neutral, this has been game of the year stuff. This has been a fantastic game. Absolutely, I agree. But it does feel a bit sick, though. Not going to lie. Mark says, Terry and Arnold's not having a good game. Completely agree. Poole's Virtual Pub Quiz says, strap yourselves in for 2 hours of squeaky bum time. I mean, we've already had an hour and a half of it. Don't take too long with this booth review. It's clearly not a catch. He did not survive the ground. They're coming back. Shut Up Emil says, AG got our team here in the first place. He's not a joke at all. And I mean, the Lions' defense was a top 3 unit, top 5 unit in the first 8 weeks of this season. And that's no joke. It's unfortunate that the Lions took a timeout, which allowed the officials to overturn the call on the field if they quickly snapped the ball.
Mm-hmm. We didn't take a timeout. We took the timeout just before the touchdown.
No. We took a timeout just there. And then that timeout was restored to us when they overturned that play. That's what the officials just said.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Goff hands it off to Gibbs, runs up the middle, gets the first down, and a lot more down at the 41-yard line. First down and 10. Clock continues to run. Lions do not use a timeout this time. They've got the personnel they want on the field now, the Lions. 48 seconds and counting. Goff. Deep drop here. Throws... Oh! Knocked down by the Commanders by Cleveland Farrell. Second down and 10. SW Lions says, I don't think the Lions took a timeout after the pass to Gibbs. The official stopped it. The official did whistle after the timeout was taken. The coverage literally had a second timeout taken by the Lions, and the official literally said, The timeout that the Lions took is being restored to them, so I'm not going crazy. They literally said it on the broadcast, and the referee said it too. So, 2nd down and 10 with 42 seconds left. Takes a snap, Jared Goff, 2-step drop, looking over the middle, checks it down now to Jahmyr Gibbs, who gets himself 12 yards and a 1st down, and the Lions surely going to take a timeout here. They do. 34 seconds to go. So the Lions are in field goal range, but need a touchdown here. I don't think a field goal does for me. Does it for you?
No, we need to get points now, many as possible. Zacchaeus is questionable with a groin injury for the Commanders.
That'd be a big deal. I know Diami Brown's doing a lot of good stuff, but Zacchaeus is a great 3/2. He's a 3 who's operating a bit as a 2. He'll be a miss.
Yeah.
Right, we're at the 29-yard line. 35 seconds to go. 1st and 10. 1 timeout left. Washington take a timeout. Okay. So 35 seconds left, in fact. So the Lions with 1 timeout, they need 29 yards. There's plenty of time to get there. If the Lions get a touchdown, there probably won't be a drive from Washington at this point. It'll be a 3-point game, pending assuming PAT is good, and the Commanders will have the ball. So 1 stop for the Lions, and then they have the opportunity to take the lead. That's where we're at if the Lions can score a touchdown here. It's a big ask, but it's been a good drive so far by the Lions. Goff has done good stuff on this drive. In shotgun, 1st and 10 at the 29. Here we go. Goff takes a snap. Gets out of the pressure, throws towards the end zone. Picked off again! And Sam Rastrill, receipt coming back. What a great play by Sam Rastrill. Underthrown by Goff, and I think JMO should probably try and run out a bit further, but doesn't.
I was going to nail the ball.
All right. End of the 1st half. Here are your stats, and that's not right. Commanders lead 31-21. Jaden Daniels has been excellent. 14 of 21 for 242 and 2 touchdowns. Brian Robinson, 5 carries for 35 and a touchdown. Jaden Daniels also has 8 carries for 29 yards. Terry McLaurin, 3 of 4 for 75 and a touchdown. They're actually led in receiving by Diami Brown, 4 of 5 for 96. Also a receiving touchdown by Zach Ertz, 3 of 3 for 18. Jared Goff, 11 of 17 for 150, 1 touchdown, 2 picks, and a fumble. Teddy Bridgewater did also throw 1 pass in this game so far. Jahmyr Gibbs, 9 for 96 and a touchdown on the ground, and 3 of 5 for 38 through the air. Haven't updated that. Apologies. He's had the most targets of anyone on the team so far, Jahmyr Gibbs. It's been that sort of game. Amon-Ra is 3 of 3 for 52. There was also the end around to Jameson Williams, 1 carry, 61 yards, and a touchdown. Ash, I hate to do this to you, but I am still going to do it because I need to...
I know.
Yeah. I'll see you in just a second. Be kind, everybody.
Lads. Lads and ladies, what can I say? Everything that can go wrong has fucking gone wrong. Cornerback depth gone again. Goff having the turnovers, it's 3 this 1st half. We've come back from worse before, though, with the Texans game. This is our Texans game again. We need to bounce back in the second half. We really do. We need to get a stop when the Commanders come out. And we need to score touchdowns. We can't, because we can't carry on like this. Like, I guess Mark B, it's just, for me, the two interceptions. The first one, he just throws Timmy. The second one is kind of thrown. Yeah, maybe JMO can attack the ball on it, but that it's not good. It's we need to reset at half time. Send it's fucking 0-0 and to come out and put our best performance up. We had to see the Bailey, the cornerback injuries are fucking, we're done for cornerback wise now because Amika ain't coming back today at least, at the very fucking least, because obviously he's ruled out. But I'm thinking broken arms, he's done for the season now, for the rest of the season. So it's literally TA, Vildor, who's now in, Stanley Thomas Oliver, and Norris as our corners. Not exactly, the greatest cornerbacks in the world. Like TA has been better, had been getting better in recent weeks, having a down performance this week. I don't know what to say. Like, we can all see the issues. There's no point pointing out scheme stuff. Just some fucking bad play calls, blitzing, too much blitzing. That fucking one with the Scary Terry touchdown, just not covering the triple stack. And then Goff turnovers. It is really on Goff, and that's the sad thing because he's the guy we needed to be steady. Maybe it's because I'm not wearing a jersey. I will put one on when Matt comes back, see if I can swing it. Just any little fucking superstition. But this is not what I was expecting. Don't think anyone was expecting this, to be honest. Maybe it's the rust, but you'd think Goff will shake it up after the fucking fumble on the first interception. Instead, we're in a situation where now we can come back for it for sure, but the margins for error now are so slim. Yeah, Daniels is legit. Like, I've seen him obviously twice, at least in college, obviously, because I'm an FSU fan. I watched the series against him at LSU. He is legit. And they've put him in the right system. Kingsbury has put him in the right system, and he's getting the reads. Like, look at quite a lot of the stuff that's happened today. It's quite a lot of quick reads. So the Ertz touchdowns, all this kind of stuff where it's just quick hitting routes where you can hit.
I think we're still going to win. I know that probably isn't what other people are saying here, but I really think we're still going to win this game.
I think we can. It's more just a depressing fact that in my worst dreams, I wouldn't have dreamt up this as like this happening.
You don't have bad enough dreams, and for a particularly negative person, I almost don't believe you.
You know, I mean, like, I could see the defensive stuff. I could kind of see, as I said, like, I knew I was actually worried that Daniels would be running over us a bit more, but it's again, like we said earlier, early in the game when the Commanders weren't doing well, it's these key plays. They're not defending the triple stack, the turnovers for Goff. Just these little things that usually we get right on offense.
Yeah. But Goff has had these games before, and we've gone into games 10 down where they've had the ball, and we've still pulled out the wins. This feels a little bit like the Bills game, in a way.
I said Texans. With the...
with the 5 picks. But I don't think that feels as catastrophic. Like, in the Texans game, it felt like the play was just bad, whereas these are little bits and pieces, you know. In empty set, where Amon-Ra falls over, he gets strip sacked. So, like, that feels unfortunate. That throw just then for the pick is unfortunate. It's just a good play by the defender. It's not a necessarily bad throw. It's not the best throw, but it's not a terrible throw. The first pick He gets a bit greedy, sure. But I don't feel like this is Goff necessarily playing really badly. I do hate the fact that we're just not running the ball enough, and actually the people in the chat calling for the running the ball a bit more, I totally agree with. Like, we're completely killing them on it. So let's just do more of that. And that's going to take, you know, Goff potential mistakes out of the equation too. But Goff's a big part of the reason why we're here, and I'm not going to give up on him now. Like, he is an exceptional quarterback who is prone to having the odd bad day. I just don't believe this is one of them. I still believe we're progressing down the field really well on the majority of drives, and the pass is a big part of that. We clearly need one big defensive play, but the Lions have been really good at doing that. But it does need a defensive change, and people in the chat, Phil P, is saying, what does our defense need to change for the second half? What we're doing, for me, is that we are treating Daniels like a seasoned veteran quarterback that we have to fear. We are showing him his due respect, and we're being burned because we're showing him respect. And I think we need to treat him like a rookie quarterback. And if he beats us, he beats us. But he's beating us the way we're doing it right now. Throw some pressure at him, and if he burns you, he burns you, and you have to hold up your hands and say fair play. But if you give him these clean pockets, then you kind of just have to shrug your shoulders and say we didn't do enough. If he beats you, fine. Mark B says, if we go down 17, it's over. I still wouldn't be as catastrophic as that, honestly. I still don't think that is over at all. Wizard of War says, can our safety duo take over the game, please? That is the biggest thing. So if he has looked bad...
Yeah.
If he's looked bad, and then in those little kind of really key moments where they've had chunk plays, it's a good route and a good throw, and the safety hasn't been able to get over quickly enough. Kirby, I'm asking a lot of him because, or beyond maybe what a lot of people are capable of, but he needs to kind of be a bit superhuman and read what's happening slightly better. And I'm not saying he's playing badly. I'm more saying he's playing well, and he needs to elevate himself to godlike status. And that's putting a lot on him, but that's what we need. Mark B says, Branch has been invisible for months. Branch played badly when he came back into the slot to begin with because he found the transition hard. Since then, I think he's played very well.
Mm-hmm.
I think Branch has actually had a pretty good day today, to be honest. I think especially in the run fits, he's been good. And in coverage, I think he's been pretty good. So Bilal says their rookie quarterback is out playing Jared Goff by a lot. They're getting pressure on Jared. We are not getting pressure on Jaden. Rich is also correct. Well, his tackling hasn't been the best either. We need to execute better. There's no doubt if we don't execute better, we won't win this game. But I choose to believe that the Lions team of the last 18 weeks is the Lions team that we know. And that they can and will turn this around. Now, is that going to be enough? It might not be. Is it? What's the chance here right now? I'd say it's much less than 50%. But I still believe in this team.
Well, two things. I'll start with the first one first, about the second one first, because you mentioned it more recently. So right now, ESPN have it at us with a 31% win probability. Did the maths. And then as for the pressure, Goff has been under pressure on 50%, on 38.9% of his dropbacks, which ain't great, compared to 18.2 for Daniel. So Daniels has been pressured on 4 dropbacks. Goff has been pressured 7 times. Great.
This is why you don't overlook a team like this, and I know the team haven't. You see the way the team are playing, and they haven't overlooked this team. They're playing hard, it's just not quite working. But the fans who are giving it Billy Big Boy bollocks stuff on Twitter are getting their comeuppance right now, and you know what? This is what happens when you overlook a team, especially one as feisty as Washington.
Exactly. But even I wasn't overlooking, so obviously I've got friends at Flag, and I was saying about it. Say it's like I'm still fairly confident we can win, but there is a way that we can lose this. But as I said it was more Daniels running over us and us just not able to cover. Didn't expect the offense stuff, but I could never overlook a team. Hell, if we were playing a Bears team in the last game of the season, and they would have been winless before, I'd still not overlook them because, as Ant says on the previous show, any given Sunday in inverse commas.
Yeah. Or Saturday, in fact.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The way that we can score in bunches as well and score quickly, the JMO end around, Gibbs has some big runs, like the Lions can score very quickly. So can Washington, obviously. I'm not saying they can't, but what I'm saying is when the second quarter has 42 points in it, all you need to do is be on the side of scoring the majority of those 42 points in the quarter,
Yeah. God, I'm just looking again. This is PFF and they've only doing it on snap stuff, so this could easily change on second viewing for them. Goff has been so we've been credited with 3 pressures allowed.
Mm.
All 3 pressures have been allowed by Glasgow.
Yeah. Yeah. Mark LeBay says, on the brighter side, the Lions are losing the turnover battle 3-0 and are only down 10 points.
Yeah. But the thing is, they've scored they've scored 14 points off those 3 turnovers, technically. Obviously, this last one, they've knocked the ball out, but 14 points off turnovers.
Mm.
That's very good. You take that 14 points off, yeah, we're winning. But that's the point.
Bailey would like 84 more points in the game with 42-point quarters. I'm presuming that would make it the highest scoring game of all time. I don't know what that is, but
we've already the highest scoring first half in playoff football history.
Oh wow!
Beating the Texans Chiefs NFC Championship game, divisional game of 2019. I want to say.
Right, we're about to come out of the half. Lions kickoff units lined up.
113 points is the record for most games points scored in an NFL game, which was a Week 12 matchup in the 1966 season between Washington and the Giants.
55.5 points a half. We're at 52 in this half, so we'd have to score even more. Jake Bates lining up for the kickoff. And it is away. And deep, very deep. Touchback. Lions fans continuing to get loud. They got to believe. They got to make it difficult for Washington.
Mm-hmm.
Here they come. Jaden Daniels in shotgun. Take the snap and hand it off. Run up the middle. Big gap for Brian Robinson. 14-yard gain on first down. Tackled by Kirby Joseph. That's a bad start. We're permanently in nickel, and it's not working. We've not got enough linebackers in the run fits. Run blitz, and on the run blitz, Jaden's going to go down. Great tackle from Brian Branch for 3-yard loss, 2nd down and 13. That's a good start to this set. Only a loss of 2, apparently. 2nd and 12. Lions stacking this. 2nd and 12. Snaps away, looks to throw pressure up the middle by Campbell, who misses him, and he's going to get hit by Pascal and goes down after a gain of 1. Ooh, Anzalone getting pushed around. Oh my god, he throws him over! That's got to be a flag! It's got to be a flag! Where's the flag? Get pushed over after the play's over. What the fuck is that?
It's going to the ref like, what's going on? Where's the flag?
You can't do that. That's unnecessary roughness all fucking day. See it for so much less than that. 3rd and 11. Snaps away already very quickly. Jaden, there's a flag on the play, and it's incomplete towards the Army Brown, but I think the Lions are going to be offside here. Or is it going to be a legal shift? It is a legal shift.
It's a legal shift.
I was right.
Sick.
The Lions have got to stop. The Lions have got to stop. Alert, alert.
Just breathe.
The Lions just blitzed on 4 straight plays and they get a stop. Aaron Glenn is fired up. Right, if I'm the Commanders, I run a fake here. Just saying.
Of course.
Do not rough the kicker. Oh, what a kick. What a kick. And it rebounded back up towards the 8-yard line. Lions take over. Right. Lions did the first thing.
Now we need to do the second thing.
Lions need to do 3 things to start this second half. Get a stop, score a touchdown, get a stop. Then we're in the ball game. And there's so much time left in this game that only took 2 minutes and 7 seconds off the clock. So much time. Huge stop. Come on, everybody. Believe. Believe we can do this. Bailey, our resident Bears fan, said the Lions have a 100th percentile offensive success rate and first down rate and are down by 10. You guys are stopping yourselves, cut out the mistakes, and you win. Unfortunately, the game isn't played on one side of the ball, but I do get the point. If you don't throw the interceptions, we win this game probably. And definitely if we hadn't done it before, but we need 2 stops, though, don't we, everybody? Even if we score on every drive, if the Commanders score on every drive, we're still done here. So we need something.
Mm-hmm.
Carlton said, we are the team that had 5 interceptions and 1. I agree. And the thing is, if you can give the Commanders some jeopardy, if they feel like the game might be in the balance, they're going to be more prone to mistakes. At the moment, they feel very comfortable. Jaden Daniels has no necessity to put the game at risk. So he's not going to. Appreciate everyone for watching us here. Please do think about coming and joining our Discord channel, even if you're not a Lions fan, if you're a Commanders fan, if you're a Bears fan, Bailey. Please do come and say hi. We'd love to see you here. Links in the live chat right now. It's fun, even today. And I say even today, but maybe not as much today. But it's a good place. 9.4 yards per play for the Lions is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Here comes the Lions. Goff takes a snap and hands it off to Monty, who beats one, gets towards Lattimore, beats him too, and gets the first down. What a play by David Montgomery. First down and 10
That's
after a gain
fucking
of
better.
12. Yeah.
That's more like it. That's more like what we're used to seeing.
Not only was that hit on Goff to the head area, it was right under the chin. Like, it's the worst fucking
Yeah.
place. Could have bitten his tongue off if he'd had it in his teeth. Right, Goff. Fake. Looking to throw. And chucks it away. Play was busted. 2nd down and 10. Right, so we're probably going to run here to try and set up 3rd manageable, I imagine, but they come out in shotgun. Goff does hand it off to Monty. Nice block by Laporte. A good cut back inside by Monty, and he gets himself 8 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 2. What a run by Dave Montgomery.
Mm-hmm.
Gibbs time now. No, Monty's going to stay in. I think we should be passing for this, frankly. Goff goes under centre, does he? I think so. Looking a bit weak to that left-hand side, Washington. But that's Glasgow's side. There's another run play. Contacted behind the line. There's a flag. There's a flag.
Backfield, so...
It looks like it might be on Washington, though. Yes! Face mask on the defense. I fucking saw that and I should have counted. I should have called it. Huge play. Yes. It came in as... Oh, it's not a face mask either. It's a shoulder pad. It's not a face mask at all. Very fortunate call. Wow. We've got away with that. Snap the ball quickly before they reverse it. Goff in shotgun with Gibbs next to him this time, and Gibbs gets the hand off and bounces it to the left-hand side, but he's going to get stopped, is he, for a loss? He does go out after a loss of a half yard. They've been much better in this drive against the run. Monty had a little bit of success to start with, but then they've been very competitive. So, Washington think, right, Goff's not feeling very confident. We're going to counter by bringing pressure up front against the run. So you've got to counter with it, and Goff's got to throw the ball now. 2nd and 11. From the 42-yard line, Goff under centre. Run, and Gibbs, another no gain. 3rd and 11. And what the hell happened there? There was 4 or 5 Washington guys beating the Lions guys. What the fuck happened there? That almost looked like a screen, apart from it was a handoff. 3rd and 10. Goff in empty. Goff checks it down to Amon-Ra, 1st down, and a bit more, all the way down to the 38-yard line. Very nice timing throw to Amon-Ra. 19 yards. It's thrown perfectly to St. Brown because it's throwing it away from where the defender is as well as to Amon-Ra, and it allows him to gain momentum out of his break and means that he can beat Wagner in coverage. 1st and 10. From the 38. Takes a snap and play action. Goff. Oh, tried to check it down to Gibbs but couldn't quite get it there. Goff under a lot of pressure. They're throwing out the sack. The thing about throwing the ball is it obviously preserves the clock if there's incompletions.
Yeah.
Not that clock is particularly important right now, but it could be. It really could be. Goff in shotgun, 2nd and 10. He's going to throw for it. Should check down to Gibbs. Does check down to Gibbs. There's room there. Good blockers up front. Gibbs with a lovely move. And 12 yards on a first down.
Nice.
Well done by Goff. Thought Gibbs was free on that check down and took it straight away. Allowed the Lions to pick up a fairly comfortable first down. And how good is Gibbs? He could have got the first down easily, but he waited for his blockers to develop to make sure he could get it and maybe break him free for a little bit more. 8.5 to go in this quarter. First down for the Lions at the 27 of Washington. Goff. Toss play. Oh, a little inside handoff to Amara. It could break it all the way. Oh, down at the 7. What a play call.
That was fucking sick. I like that.
Oh, my word. Absolutely filthy. Ben Johnson, you absolute genius. Toss play to Monty. Pitch for. That's a passing reception. A passing.
Yeah.
A pass for David Montgomery.
We not to spoil anything for the Nottingham Honey Badgers playbook. We have something very similar in our playbook for this season.
First down and goal at the 7. Goff killing the play. Could be a run to the right. So run up the middle, sorry, here. Goff needs to get the ball off and does. And it is a run play to Gibbs. And he gets hit by in front and behind. Lions offensive line getting absolutely hammered right now. Second down and goal from the 8.
Especially at that left-hand side. Oh.
Yeah, Tom Brady's got it right there in the coverage. Said if Tim Patrick actually blocks correctly there, that's a touchdown. Goff, second down and goal from the 8. Under center, takes a snap and hands it off again. Gibbs through the middle. Touchdown. Come on.
Breathe, everyone.
In this game.
Breathe.
In this game.
I can't believe I'm about to say this.
Don't then.
Go
on then.
IELAX.
What?
I just quoted the very, very bad man. The man who used to live in Wisconsin and now he lives in New Jersey.
PAT. Snaps good. Holds good. Perfect. 3-point game. You quoted Aaron Rodgers, and we all have shameful moments, but what were you saying?
RELAX. Relax.
Relax. Don't do it when you want to go do it.
Okay, Frankie. I think it was 2014 he said that.
While Chewy 8 redeemed Matt has to drink a beer. Now, I don't have any beers, but I do have ciders. Bear with me. Wild Choi 8 says, been saving for this, hope it's a lucky beer. Well, it is a can of Thatcher's Juicy Apple Cider. It's 4%, so it's fairly mild, but Thatcher's is a local cider maker. They are distributed nationally in the UK if you're American and you don't know who they are, but Thatcher's are an excellent cider maker. I highly recommend their tour down here in Somerset. Good value. Cheers, everybody. Good luck for these next quarter and a half. Mark LeBay asks, do they go for it on 4th down if they don't get the face mask call? It would have been 4th and what? I don't know. It would have been 4th and 5 at our own 25. I think that we would have... Oh, I'm on the fence. I'm not sure. All right, that's done. Thank you, Wildjoy. Appreciate it. This is my last cider, apart from what's in here. So, if anyone else redeems anything similar, it's going to have to be shots, unfortunately. Right. Defense stood up last time. Time to stand up again. Oh, I'm feeling pretty full right now. Chugging that as hard work. 1st and 10 from the 30. Takes a snap. Is going to throw. Oh my god! Branch launched himself at that. He almost went over.
Dude hit the A button a bit too early.
6:40 to go in this 3rd quarter. 2nd down and 9. Good start for the Lions, only a 1-yard rush. Second and 9. They're bringing it again. Daniel's under pressure from Branch. He's escaping, and he does escape very well, and he gets the 1st down, and Campbell with the tackle. Daniels picks up the 1st. I think the blitzing is working at the moment for the Lions. Branch is... Oh no, it's if Artie Melifonwu is injured. If he is out, the 3rd safety is...
Maurice Norris, probably.
Yeah. Branch is also hurt. If he hurt and Branch hurt, this is disaster territory. Having to cut off Branch's... He's got to come off for one play here. Maurice Norris is in the game. Please say this doesn't come back to bite us. Time running down for Washington here. Break the huddle with 15 seconds to go. At the 45-yard line of Washington, Daniels takes a snap. Lions bring 4. Oh, Daniels gets hit! And there's a flag. That will be unnecessary roughness.
Fucking irony.
Head to head. Pascal hit Daniels in the head.
Fucking irony. Fucking irony.
But, I mean, you've got to be more disciplined. You've got to be more disciplined than that. You can't be given a team that is in front with the ball 15 yards.
Yeah. call it against us, but I don't call it against fucking Frankie Louvu.
The 35-yard line now of Detroit. They got the triple stack again on this near side and only 2 defenders. They run it to the left-hand side with Robinson, and well defended, but not the tackle. 7-yard gain, maybe 8. Pascal hit him head to head. It's awful.
That one, seeing it, that is less egregious than the Louvu one for me, though, because it's to the side.
It's less egregious because he doesn't launch himself.
Exactly.
2nd and 3.
And yet one's called and one's not.
Yeah, but one is obviously against the quarterback when the play's just gone. The Lions hold him short by a half-yard, but they're going to get this easily. 3rd down and inches. The Goff one, obviously the Lions have lost the ball, so how much impact does it actually have? It takes a touchdown off, but do they score anyway? Probably, maybe.
But because it's a thing, it's a egregious act. Like you did the Branch thing. Branch got ejected. Louvu should have been ejected for that hitting Goff. Was he? No.
Yeah, he should have been. You're right.
That's the thing. He should have been taken off, and then suddenly they're down one linebacker. They're down to who's the one after him? Michael Walker, who is a decent run defender, but is worse blitzing, worse coverage wise. They'll be down a player who did an egregious act.
Yeah.
So it would have a lot of longer term effects. You'd still have the ones for us for Goff gone into concussion protocol. They've still scored the pick 6, but it would be more momentum swing because I'm having to deal with the command people on Twitter right now, like Courier, with them
Here comes
face mask, and I'm like,
okay, Daniels in shotgun looks to throw to the right hand side on the screen. Diami Brown, good tackling by the Lions up front. Oh, incomplete. Branch punched it out, but the Lions couldn't recover. And actually, I think it went out of bounds going forward, so I don't know whether they get it advanced or whether it was where the fumble occurred. It is 2nd and 11 after a 1-yard loss on that play. Right, I mean, the thing is, if the Lions hold them to 3 here, they can drive for the lead. Gotta hold that deer. Snaps away, Jaden Daniels looking, checks it down. Oh, missed tackle! Terry and Arnold, gain of 5. It's going to be 3rd down and 5. Can't miss that tackle, mate. You react to it well, you're getting up there. He doesn't do anything particularly shifty to throw you off. Make the tackle. 3rd and 6. Lions got a hold. Come on. Daniel's all on his own in the backfield again. Eckler's there, but a long way out. Daniels under pressure, throws over the middle. Tackled short of the line to gain by... What? They're allowing this play to go on. They're crediting him with the extra yards. There's no way. Did Branch get him down here? He was down. He was down. 4th down and 1. Branch is hurt again. Branch is going to have to come out of the game again. So it's going to be 4th down and 1. So do they go for it?
Questionable with a hamstring. They're going to go for it.
I think they should go for it. 4th down and 2. They should go for it, but they've had 1 4th and 1 that they haven't got. TJ said this officiating is wonky on both teams. I think with that one, it's reasonable when you look at it to think maybe he's landed on branch and hasn't gone down. You do see that all the time. Irish Impaler says, branch with a groin injury, question mark. I mean, I thought it kind of looked like calf before, but it could be groin for sure. Jonathan Voss says it's clearly down. It has been reversed, people. It has been reversed already. It's 4th down and 2.
4th and 2.
All the Lions have to do is get one more stop in this game. If they don't get a stop here, but they still score a touchdown on the next drive, they still only require one stop in this game. That's what getting the first stop had. If we do not get a stop here, it's not the end of the world. You just need one more. But the more stops we get, obviously, bigger margin for error we have. I can't speak error. Error. This has been a long-ass game.
Yeah. We're not even in the 4th quarter yet.
4th and 2 coming up. Here we are. Can the Lions get a big stop here? Almost 40 people watching now. Thank you very much, everybody. There we go, 41. Hope everyone is well, and I won't say enjoying it, but here we go. 1.5 yards it is. Selling out to stop the run. Can Daniels get it with his legs, or are they going to throw for it, or are they just going to run it anyway? Daniels, fake. And Daniels runs for it, and Arnold's missed him.
Get drawn him. Fuck's sake.
Terrion Arnold's the force defender on the outside, and he bites on going inside. Why? Why? If Terrion sees that early, he's blowing him up.
Yeah.
First down and 10 at the 13. Lions defense needs to hold up here in the red zone. Daniels pop pass, and Lions haven't got it at all. Good tackle in the end by Josh Pascal. Gain of 7. Second down and 3. This is really where we don't want to live.
Yeah.
When you're in 2nd and 3 and you've got 3 downs from here, it's really tough, especially when you're not forcing many negative plays. If you're getting TFLs, if you're getting sacks, then, you know, it's okay, but you're just not stopping them. Daniels takes the snap and hands it off to Eckler, and Eckler runs. Good tackle by Alex Anzalone. Gain of 1.5. It's going to be 3rd and 2. End of the half. I've not updated any stats. Just updating the stats here. Right, here we go. Stats at the end of the 3rd. It says half. Ignore that. All right. 31-28, Washington with the ball in the red zone. Daniels 18 of 26, 257, 2 touchdowns. Robinson with 10 carries for 56 yards and 10 carries for 65 yards. That is not 56. and a touchdown, and then Terry McLaurin 3 of 4 for 75 and a touchdown. Diami Brown actually leads the team receiving 6 of 8 for 98, and a receiving touchdown by Zach Ertz 3 of 3 for 18 for the Lions. Goff 13 of 21 for 180, 1 touchdown, 2 picks and a fumble. Jameer Gibbs 13 for 103 and 2 touchdowns on the ground, also 4 of 7 for 49 through the air. Jameson Williams 1 carry for 61 yards and a touchdown on the end around. Sam Laporta also has a receiving touchdown, 4 of 5 for 29 for him. Lions with, as I was saying, Ash, maybe not a crucial drive here, because if the Lions score, we're in this situation again needing a stop. But if they can hold them to 3 here, it would be absolutely massive on 3rd and 2.
Useful if I didn't mute myself. Yeah, 100%. More might be useful if we get a TFL here, because if we get, they still got 4th and short, they're going to go for it again. And it's the same issue all over again.
I mean, in some ways, I kind of want to be no game 4th and 2, dare them to go for it, and we turn them over.
True.
All of these high leverage situations, they've had them so far. Arnold crashes down when he should hang outside and what have you, but someone's going to make a play.
Really down to the studs, because Maurice Norris and Stanley Thomas Oliver are both out there now. We've literally got no more DBs.
Third and 2 from the 5. In pistol. No, in shotgun, sorry. My bad. Takes a snap, hands it off to Brian. Oh no! Checks it down to the tight end, and it's a brilliant tackle on Zach Ertz by Terry and Arnold. Arnold with the tackle, and it's 4th and 2. Are they going to go for this? What a play by Terry on. Could be huge.
They're going to go for it. They're always going to go for it.
They do, but jeopardy here. 4th and 2. Jeopardy, both teams. 2nd, 4th and 2. Timeout taken. Flags.
Really?
Half distance penalty on the lines. 12 men on the field. Was it 12 men on purpose? Fourth and 1. Oh, 1st and goal. Why is it 1st and goal?
Because it's the distance is enough for a new set of downs.
Of course it is, yeah. Fuck me, what a costly penalty. Second and goal from the half-yard line. Right, this is a run play. They've spread this out. This has got to be a run. Touchdown, Robinson. There's still a long time in this game. PAT come in, snap is good, hold is good, kick is through. 8-minute drive. Shit me. So the Lions did call timeout on the sideline and it wasn't heard, is what the coverage just said.
Mm-hmm. Because they could tell. Because we've had two fundamentally rookies. We had Maurice Norris and Stanley Thomas-Oliver both in, not really been here long. They couldn't hear the substitution. We tried to call touchdown timeout and didn't hear it. We get called. 2 plays later, another touchdown for them.
All we need to do
is say the fucking refs are backing us up.
The defense still needed to make a stop. The difference here is that there's still more time left in the game. If the Lions score, get a stop, we're driving to win the game. This is where we are. It's still one stop. Carlton said, could the 12th defender have exited outside the field, outside the end zone, or does it have to be the sideline? Unfortunately, I don't know the answer. Rich, you say that the Lions haven't shown they can stop Washington, but very literally they had 2 4th downs on that drive, one which they converted by penalty, one which they converted themselves. But also, we stopped them in the first drive of this half. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm saying the Lions have allowed a lot more than they have stopped in this game, but they've still shown they're capable of it. We stopped them on the first play of the first half, on the first drive of the first half, on the first drive of the second half, and we've got them into 4th down situations. Although Ryan McCluskey has just said in Discord, we deserve to lose. And I can't argue with that sentiment. We haven't been the better team. If we do get out of dodge here, it's because we're very clutch and because we're a very good team, but we haven't played well. But there's still 13.5 minutes to go. The last drive was an 8.5 minute drive for the Commanders. That means if the Lions score in 4 minutes and the Commanders get a field goal in 8.5 minutes, the Lions will have 1 minute, no timeouts, down 6. Mm-hmm. Is that the script? Score in 4 minutes and allow there to be 2 drives left in this game and you get a stop. T just said, according to Google AI, players can't exit the field through the end zone. Thank you for checking. Yeah, we let them hold the ball for nearly 9 minutes, but there's 13.5 minutes in the game. The Lions are returning this from the 1 yard line. I think that's a mistake. Just take it at the 30. Khalif Raymond's returning it, and he gets stopped at the 17. Why are you doing this? It's 13 yards. SW Line said that's just bad judgment running that out. It is. It's desperation too, but I fucking hate it. Here come the Lions. Plenty of time. Goff takes a snap and hands it off. Run up the middle by Monty. 4 yard, 5 yard gain maybe? Maybe a bit more? Second down and 5. Rich, if they score an 8-minute touchdown drive, we're dead. There's no doubt about that. Goff play action, under pressure, check down over the middle to Tim Patrick for a first down. And more, out to the 45. Good play by Tim Patrick. His first reasonable play in the last month. Tim Patrick has basically disappeared from the offense recently, which has been a shame. He's not been great at blocking or receiving in the last month either, which is not ideal because we need a player like him, and the power he showed early on in the season was very evident. First down and 10, Goff, fake toss. Oh my God, is J-Mo going to throw? J-Mo's going to throw! Picked. There's a penalty flag. Gott's walking off the field.
There was no fucking need for that. There was no fucking need for that. There was no fucking need.
Samra still with his second interception of the game. That throw by JMO reminded me of the throw 2 weeks ago by the Bears and by Keenan Allen straight to Xavier McKinney. Just a chuck up. Should have just thrown it away, but he's not a quarterback. If you're going to allow a receiver to throw the ball, or someone not the quarterback to throw the ball, why not allow it to be someone who's good at it? David Montgomery, for example. Lions now require 2 stops. Jonathan Foster says Ben Johnson just lost his head coaching job. Heartily disagree.
No, he's still going to fucking get it.
Of course he is. But... Bailey said that Keenan play made me so angry I can't imagine it in the playoffs. I mean, it's still a fairly helpless situation at this point. Lions still need to make stops on defense, and we need it fucking now.
Still a needless play. It's too fucking desperate. We're not at that fucking point yet. Not at that point yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why we've gone away from Gibbs. It is weird that we've gone away from Gibbs.
Mm-hmm.
That's an absolutely baffling play. The thing is, the smart... Sorry.
No, you go. You go, because I was about to be even more of a downer.
No. So I was just going to say, the smart, funky plays that we've run have been the end around to JMO, the little shovel pass from Montgomery to Amon-Ra. These are all funky plays which are misdirects, but they're all plays with a low degree of difficulty.
Yeah.
We've thrown a lot of misdirect in there, but there's a low degree of difficulty. That play had a high degree of difficulty, and there's just no need for it. Right, here come the Commanders. Daniels is at their 34. Takes a snap. Runs it. Big hole. Massive hole for Eckler. Down to the 30-yard line. If they do score another, this will be ball game. That was porous. But we've got to understand this. If we can't stop that run now, then we couldn't have stopped it otherwise. And so our fate was already sealed in a very horrible way. But there we go. That's okay. It is what it is. We need a turnover. That's where we're at. 25-yard line now, 2nd down and 5. Branch back in the game. There's no one for him to throw to. I don't understand the play design because there's only 2 receivers downfield.
Mm-hmm.
And Gibbs tried really hard to commit offensive pass interference as well, just to stop him catching the ball. 2nd down and 5. Daniels takes the hand off, and he's going to throw for it. He's going to get under pressure from Za'Darius, and Za'Darius is going to get back at him. Oh, Daniels hit kind of late. It's going to be 3rd down and inches. Irish Impaler says, I'm not a doomer, but barring a turnover, it's game. I agree. I agree. Washington are going to win here. Lions need a miracle.
And the running 2 clock, basically.
That's delay a game. And, oh, they gave him the first down.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't a first down. That would have been 3rd and 6 now. Now it's 1st and 15. Irishman player said, I think the play was designed for JMO to run with the option to throw. Well, there was nothing to throw at. He should have run. It was very bad decision making if that's the case. 1st down and 15. And hand it off again. Tackle on the backside. Second down on 11. Second and 12. From the 22.5-yard line. Daniels in the backfield with a backup running back.
Joe McNichols.
Oh, lovely throw by him for a gain of 10. It's 3rd down and 2. And Daniels got hit late there as well. 3rd and 2. Still a big play. Because do they go for this if they don't get any yards? Do they have the stones to go for it again? Daniels throws, and it's incomplete. 4th down and 2, so they should still go for this. They're still in the same position they were. If they kick a field goal, we still only need 1 stop. They should go for this. They are going for it. This is a very Dan Campbell-like decision, and I applaud it. The kick would be a mistake. 4th down and just over 2. Daniels. Pressure. Throw. Caught. McLaurin. Down at the 2. Down at the 1. Brilliant play by Daniels. Oh, Branch, you're lined up offside, mate. Well done. Touchdown, Washington. He's on top of bodies. He's on top of bodies. Reaches over. Touchdown. Absolutely love the calling from the Washington Commanders. They have backed themselves and they've delivered. $16-point game at the moment. PAT is crucial. Makes it a 3-score game. Snap is good. Hold is good. And the kick's through. 17-point game. Lions need to score pretty fucking quick. Oh, it's sad for the season to end this way, but I tell you what, this isn't as painful as last season. I know it's silly to put it in those terms, perhaps, but being that close to the Super Bowl last year absolutely killed me. Thanks, Bailey. Appreciate you. As Lions said, they have better talent on defense against San Francisco than they have out there now. I agree. Bill Blake said luck is huge in football. It's true. It's true. Wizard of War says one and done. He just said, let's not be down on ourselves. Commanders are in the playoffs for a reason. And they really are. Like, Commanders are going to be obviously away from home against whoever comes out, but they're going to be facing either the Rams or the Eagles. And they've beaten the Eagles once this year, and the Rams aren't better than the Commanders. To be honest, the Commanders could easily go to the Super Bowl. Right. If you want any hope, you need to score right fucking now. Goff just chucks that one in the turf. 2nd down 10. Goff on his own in the backfield. Washington bring 4. Goff somehow doesn't get sacked then, and Gibbs with a lovely move to get 13 yards and a 1st down, but this sort of play isn't going to cut it. Joshua says, hey, where are those loudmouth Washington fans you had on this week? Want to bring them on again so we can hear from them again now? I'm sorry, I'm just upset, he says. Raymond with a diving catch and another 1st down. I'm not going to ignore you, Joshua. I'm upset as well. Okay, Tom Brady on the coverage. We're outside of 5 minutes. You run the ball out of bounds. The clock continues to run. You're a moron. You can't stop the clock unless there's an incompletion. Goff in shotgun, 2-step drop. No pressure on him. Going to throw it for Amon-Ra, who gets hit, but it's a good catch by him. 6:15 to go. At the 25-yard line, 17-point game. Need to score right fucking now. Goff, looking left, incomplete, kills clock. Stops clock, I should say. In terms of football malpractice, so Joshua says this was football malpractice today. And in some part, yes, it was. The JMO throw is absolutely. But otherwise, it's just bad execution. It happens. And the Lions didn't really have it much in the regular season at all. Unfortunately, it's shown up in the playoffs. Lions have clocked it here. 5:44 to go. 2nd down and 10. Danny asked when did the 1 seed last go out in the divisional round. I'm not sure. 12-yard line. Goff in shotgun. Pressure coming. Incomplete after a 0 blitz. 3rd and 10.
2019 Ravens, where they lost 28-12 to the Titans.
Thank you.
Sorry I'm silent, guys. I just can't at this point.
It's cool. It's cool.
I just can't. Because what can I say? Well, number one, I'm going to say it all Monday anyway, but just we all know what's gone wrong here.
3rd and
Got
10.
to tip our caps to the fucking Commanders.
Gibbs in the flat and only gets 2. 4th down and 8. They're kicking the field goal here. This is so unlike us.
I hate to say it, it's like the Bills game at this point. They'll go soft prevent. We'll fucking score some points. It looks a bit more respectable, but the game, it's done.
Bates hits the field goal. Probably the right decision. 14-point game now. Onside kick coming. Lions need 2 turnovers. If they don't, well, turnovers including onside kicks. CJ says a lot of fans were getting way ahead of themselves, bragging about being Super Bowl bound. I hope they'll be okay. They'll be fine, but there'll also be the fans who will chastise the Lions for not getting there. And it's because they assumed that we were better. They assumed we didn't earn it. Lions lost the game in the San Francisco game where they were the plucky underdogs and should have won, but the 49ers pulled it out, which wasn't a dissimilar game to this, actually, apart from the 49ers turned it on in the second half against us, whereas we didn't do it against the Commanders. This is a game where we were the 49ers in that situation, and the Commanders have continued to put their foot on our throat. And this is what happens when you have Dan Quinn, a head coach, seasoned veteran. But this team is going to grow from this experience. SW Lions says Championship teams play their best in the postseason. The Lions didn't do that today, and got to agree. Well, I mean, by definition, Championship teams play their best in the postseason. If they don't, then they don't become Championship teams. But onside kick coming. Oh! Oh, Washington have it. Washington do get it. The Lions had a really good chance at that. Oh, my goodness. Oh, so unlucky we didn't get that. The first person to touch it was Jalen Rees-Mabin. The first person to touch the ball was Jalen Rees-Mabin. Oh, my God. First down 10 for the Commanders, but because the ball was kicked fairly deep or fairly hard, I think that this is actually... It's at the Commanders' 40. So Lions now can't afford to give up a field goal. Second down and 9 after a gain of 1. Cheers, Mark. Appreciate you. Here come Washington having killed 40 seconds. Hand the ball off again. Run up the middle. Good tackle by the Lions. Gain of 3.5. It's going to be third down and 5. So do they run this again to kill clock, or do they throw for the first down, or do they run it with Daniels? Because they're going to leave time on the clock here. Lions have all 3 timeouts. Score a touchdown here. It's still not out of the realm. Oh, Lions called a timeout, apparently. I don't like having called a timeout here.
Mm-hmm.
Third and 5. Must get a stop. This is the play. Third and 5. And whistles. Washington take a timeout. Grandizer said, Ash has not said a single word since I got on. That's because he's hurting, Grandizer. That's what happens. Especially in these moments. Also
Yeah. Yeah. It's just because what's there to say? Unfortunately, it's just what's there to say?
Here comes Jaden Daniels. And third and 5 to kill the game. Fake. And they are going to pass for it. Wide open man. Lovely throw. Bates, the backup tight end. And that is the ball game. That's it. We're done.
Yeah.
Really good play. Maurice Norris in coverage can't do it. I wondered whether they would have the balls to throw it there, and they did. Well done. Well done to the Commanders. They deserve this.
Crowd's starting to leave, supposedly.
Really impressive performance.
By them, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't mean by us.
Them and the referees.
I think the referees did anything apart from missing one call. So I think that's very unfair.
Yeah. It's just for me, because that was just a big turning point. Everyone's fucking pointing to the missed face mask call about the face mask call that wasn't, blah, blah, blah. They don't talk about that. That was a massive turning point in the game for me. And the fact that it was allowed to happen and people are just ignoring it, it's just getting to me.
I don't think it impacts the game. Personally, I just don't think, considering how things have gone today, I don't think we'd have stopped him. Maybe we do because the game falls differently. I don't know, but Daniels pulls it. Lions have now burned all their timeouts. 3:12 to go.
Because for me, they lose their most impactful linebacker today. Because out of the two, for me, Luvu's been the more impactful on the game for a half, basically. Obviously, the pick six is wiped out. We could stop them there. So that's only 7 points off the 13 off the turnovers. Which means
you're spiraling massively. If we get that play back, we could have thrown another bad pick in a different way. Like you're postulating in a way which isn't sustainable. It did happen. 3rd and 6, and Daniels hands this one off again. They don't get the first down. It's 4th down and 1. No timeouts left for the Lions. I think they should go for this. And they're bringing out the field goal kicker to make it a three-score game again. Fourth and 1. This to end it. And they take the delay of game. Oh, take a timeout. I think the Lions fans have forgotten how to lose. Frankly.
That's fair.
Right, Zane Gonzalez. Snaps good, holds good. Oh, pulled it slightly left. No good. 14-point game. There's a 1% chance. Many thanks to Mark LeBay for the $5 super chat. It says it's been a fun season. If indeed it does end here, we're still going to do a review show on Monday. It will be particularly painful, but it always is when the season comes to an end without the Super Bowl being the ultimate end. Again, we don't have a Super Bowl party in person, which personally I will regret very, very much. But we then get started on our favourite part of the year, which is draft season. And I don't say that unironically. Goff's going to get sacked here, because of course he is. Dorrance Armstrong. Yeah, and I don't want to talk about drafts already. We're not even done yet, but we do great draft content. We have a great college show. We have great college knowledge across the board. We put in the hard graft, and we're going to be an excellent show for the next 3 months before the draft happens. And then we're going to start all over again. And the Lions will be back. And the way that we draft, we're going to have a fantastic team. We're going to draft some great players who are going to fit in really well with this mold. If anything, we'll be even deeper. There's not a big constriction on our cap next year. There's a few players who have a slight elevation in their cap hit, but I think people are still going to look at this team and think it's going to be an attractive free agency destination. You know, I think there's a lot of reasons still to be optimistic about this team. I don't think we should lose sight of that. You know, when we were talking in the mailbag last week, Monday, about how long our window can be open for, and some of us said 2 years, and some of us said 4 years, and some of us said 7 years. You know, like, this is not the end of things. Wild Choice says we've always had these little problems, but we did a really good job at overcoming them. I remember watching them as a kid with Calvin and getting frustrated at all the things we didn't figure out. It's mental toughness, and tonight we didn't lock in. Agree. Goff takes a snap, 3rd and 10. Check down over the middle to Jameer Gibbs, puts the shoulder down. He's about a half-yard short. 4th down and a half-yard. They give him the first down. Jonathan Foster says Chicago and Green Bay will be a tad better next year, but Lions will stay the favourites. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with the Vikings. Obviously, Sam is probably going to depart now. Does JJ provide much better? Don't know. On Green Bay, will they be better? I mean, Jair Alexander is probably on his way out. Their pass rush is poor, and I don't see any reason why it should get better. Is Jeff Hafley going to move on? Is he going to get a head coach job? Don't know. I don't see any reason why the Packers will necessarily get better. Jonathan Foster said JJ is a bust and I'm a Michigan fan. Well, I'm not a Michigan fan, and JJ was my favourite quarterback last year. Danny Banton, next year's schedule is hard. It's too early to say. You know, it could be hard, but the way that teams change from year to year, it could be easy when we're looking back in 12 months. Many thanks to Jeff Hurley for the $10 super sticker. Thank you. You already did it at the top of the show. You didn't need to do it again. It's all good. Thank you very much. Many thanks to the follow from Ariba Lasaguilas. SOB says 4 turnovers, story of the game. Agree. Bailey says Bears are miles off the other 3 teams. Trust me. He is, of course, a Bears fan. Yeah. Jeff Hurley says, as always, thank you, boys. Looking forward to sharing the off-season with you. Appreciate you, man. Fourth and inches. PK Jr. says, I do think this loss changes the trajectory of our off-season. I mean, it does make Ben more likely to stay. There's no doubt about that. Ben wanted to win it all here. But, you know. Anyway, 4th down and inches, 1:41 to go. Need a touchdown, an onside kick, and a touchdown. Goff takes a snap. On 4th down, got to get something here. Goff's going to run for it. Can he get out of bounds as well? He can. First down. Well done. 1:33 to go. Grandizer, I'm going to ignore your burning question because it's not realistic. Thank you to Ariba Lasagulas for redeeming some points in terms of posture check and hydrate. I literally do not have any drinks with me and I'm continuing to watch the game, but I'm not ignoring you. Goff going to throw and does get it to Sam Laporte, who gets a first down to the 39-yard line, but the Lions are just running out of time. Lions are going to run a play here, I think, instead of clocking it. Oh, they're going to clock it. PK Junior says, I think Ben at times is the most frustrating part of our team. I know that Lions fans feel that way too. I think if you're a fan of a team that has a shit offensive coordinator, full stop, you will be a lot more frustrated. Raymond slid too early there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, it's dropped. 4th and 1. Dropped by St. Brown. Jonathan said, I love Ben Johnson. He's awesome, but he does try to be too cute. He can be. He absolutely can be too cute sometimes. But the thing is, some of the things that come off are genius and some of them are too cute. And the line between each one is probably pretty thin in the play calling department.
Yeah.
4th and 1. 51 seconds to go. Is this the last play on offense? Goff throws. It's caught by Amon-Ra. Down at the 17. The game continues. Clock it. Beat the Skeet in the chat says, hail, congratulations, my guy. You deserve the win, and I hope you go all the way. Second and 10. Goff looking to throw, has to try and get out of trouble. Does, throws, incomplete. 3rd and 10. PK Jr. says he wins at 40 chess but sucks at checkers. Beat the Ski says respect to y'all. I mean, what can you say? You just have to hold your hands up and say the better team are winning here as Goff gets contacted in the head. Beat the Ski says everything to lose. We've not handled it well. Grandizer, mate, come on. Stop it with this. That is the last play of the season. Jeremy Chin pick.
Turned it off. I guess kneeling it down, aren't they?
Yeah. Jaden Daniels deserves it.
Yeah. Congratulations to the Commanders. Fucking sucks this is how our season is ending, but they deserve to win. The good news is, theoretically, in terms of personnel, on terms of players, this was going to be our shittest year for a couple of years because
it literally can't get worse. It literally can't get worse. And that's the ball game.
To any Raiders fans who might be listening, I don't know why, but enjoy Ben Johnson. Any Jets/New Orleans fans who are listening, enjoy Aaron Glenn. Yeah.
All right, the game has gone final. Here are your stats. Commanders win and knock the Lions out 45-31. Jaden Daniels, 22 of 31 for 299 and 2 touchdowns. Brian Robinson Jr., 15 of 77 and 2 touchdowns. Jaden Daniels also 15 for 52 on the ground. And Jeremy McNichols had a touchdown as well. 4 carries for 8 yards and a touchdown for him. Terry McLaurin, 4 of 6 for 87 and a touchdown. De'Ami Brown led the team in receiving with 6 of 8 for 98. And Zach Ertz also had a touchdown, 5 of 5 for 28 and a touchdown. For the Lions, Jared Goff, 23 of 40 for 313, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions, and a fumble. Montgomery was 1 of 1 for 20 in passing. Teddy Bridgewater, 1 of 1 for 3. And J-Mo was 1 pass and 1 pick. Jameer Gibbs, 14 for 105 and 2 touchdowns. J-Mo also had an end around, 1 for 61 and a touchdown. Amon-Ra finished with 137 yards on 8 of 10. Sam Laporta, 6 of 7 for 51 and a touchdown. Otherwise on defense, Jeremy Chin led the team for Washington with 12 tackles, 2 sacks, both by Dorrance Armstrong, and 3 other TFLs, 1 by Dante Fowler, 1 by Nobogany, and 1 by Lattimore. For the Lions, they had Jack Campbell with 14 tackles, Anzalone with 13, and Branch with 11. Shows how much work they had to do on defense tonight. And no sacks, but 6 TFLs, 2 by Anzalone, 2 by Branch, 1 by Kirby Joseph, 1 by Al-Qadim Mohammed. Washington had 4 interceptions on the day. 2 by Sam Rastrill, 1 pick 6 by Quan Martin, and the late one by Jeremy Chin there. Otherwise, kicking, Zane Gonzalez missed a late field goal, but otherwise was 7 of 8, including 6 extra points. Bates was perfect, 1 of 1 in field goals and 4 of 4 on extra points. Both teams only punted the once. That's the game. It's been a heck of a season, guys. I don't want to say how I feel about the entire season now, because it just doesn't feel right. We're going to give it a post-mortem as we always do at the end of a season. We're going to do the end of season award show. We're going to talk about Players of the Year. We're going to talk about Players of the Year. We're going to talk about coaches. We're going to talk about all of the things you would expect from us. And then we're going to get heavy into draft prep. We're going to have the best draft show on the internet. We're going to have 31 guests to come on with us and talk about the draft from their perspective. And it's going to be a great time of it. Tonight sucks. And I know exactly how you guys feel. I do. But we are Detroit and we are grit. We will pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and we will go again. Anything you want to add?
No.
Adam Gilchrist, our friendly Packers fan, says, genuinely just coming to say hi. Like, the playoffs are so cruel. 1 bad game and it kills the full season. You guys are such a good team for the future. You had a better season than 26 other teams. Yeah. As Ant would say, there are 31 losers and 1 winner. The only thing that matters is winning the Super Bowl. Being better than 26 teams is not enough. It's the worst game that they've called all season. And the fact that they finished within 14 points was a bit of a mercy, but there we go. Anyway, I will not be too much of a Debbie Downer because you guys, I'm sure, are going to do enough of that for yourselves. All love. Thank you for watching. It's been shit tonight, but it's been a great season. We'll see you for the recap show, the post-mortem, and then we're going to do all of the stuff I talked about, and it's going to be a great off-season. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Natty coming up on Monday as well if you're college football fans. If you're a Michigan fan, fuck both of them. But anyway, we go again in 2025. Let's go Lions, one pride.
One pride.